Hey, we're officially live. Everybody can see us now, and hopefully they can hear us too.
Hello.
Make sure
Hello.
everybody in chat just chime in. Make sure you can hear everything, see everything. Let me know if anything's glitching, so we can get that fixed right away. We can nip that in the bud, so to speak. Yeah, so this is our official Cyberpunk Red weekly actual play for Syrinscape. This is technically the third campaign, because we did have that mini Time to Hustle 2-session campaign in between the Don't Have a Cow and Nip It in the Bud campaign that we're currently in. But here we are on, I think it's session 3 of Nip It in the Bud. I'll do a little recap and we'll get into that in a moment. But before we do that, let's do like we always do. Let's go around the table. Everybody introduce yourselves, tell people where they can find you online, and then introduce your character as well. Brandon, you want to start it off?
Sure. I am Brendan Perkins, DM_Brando. You can find me on the internet as DM_Brando. But I also do shows with Realmsmith every Monday night. Every Tuesday night, I GM Fallout on Cyberpunk Uncensored. You can find me here on Thursday nights, and every Friday afternoon, you can find me on Mad Queen, where Rob GMs Fallout over there, and we have some fun in the wasteland. And as always, I'm really, really excited to be here, and I will be playing Rush, your fixer. Whatever you need, I can get it to you in a rush.
Nice, love it. Ellen.
I am Ellen, and I am 1/4 of Baby Beard Media, a group of 4 Australian professional performers with the lovely Phil here, who sits below me. Thank you, Phil. And we have a TTRPG podcast, Roll to Cast. That's ROLE, because we're actors. We're funny like that. And we've done Cyberpunk 2020, Cyberpunk Red, Vampire the Masquerade, Pulp Cthulhu. At the moment, we're doing Kids on Bikes, which is my season. So please make sure that you find that anywhere you get podcasts, you can find Roll to Cast. So make sure that you subscribe to that. Fill your ears with it. Fill your hearts. Fill whatever you want.
Ew. Let's keep this PG, please. Let's keep this PG.
You guys made it weird.
You gonna do what with me?
It was already weird.
And I am playing Alley Katz, the rocker of your dreams.
Nice. Rockette.
Yes, hello. I am Rockette Fox, known to be in all the places where Rockette Foxes can be found. Sometimes on Twitter when I know how to use it, mostly on Instagram, but even beyond that, mostly on my own channel over on twitch.tv/RocketteFox, where I've actually begun to stream a big kid game, which is, in my opinion, any game over $30. But I started streaming Biomutant the last time I was on, so that's what we've been doing. And it's been a lot of fun, actually. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow afternoon again. And aside from that, coming in September, we're going to be starting Season 2 of Courts of the Shadowfae over on Kobold Press, where you can find me there as well. Super excited. Going to be starting up on Dune, coming up here soon with some familiar faces you are seeing before you right now, which I'm super stoked about.
Oh, yeah.
And If you're interested in things both fantastic and strange, can check out my podcast called Fantastically Strange. It's in all the places, it's for your ear holes, and there is a brand new episode that has just dropped. I interview somebody who is a death midwife, death as in not alive. So that's pretty cool. And I am playing Hades, the Netrunner, who is in a mood today because Aunt's got my candy apple in real life.
Oh.
So that's what I was hoping to enjoy tonight. And I came out now.
Use that, Rockette. That's called method.
Yes. I'm in a method space, so be prepared for that.
Ants.
Ants. All right, and Phil.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm
Ooh.
Phil. No, I'm too tired to show my real eyes. I'm Phil, also part of Baby Beard Media, as Ellen so wonderfully said from above me there. She has to climb up there every time we stream.
Yeah. Thankfully,
yeah.
still gives me a little boost.
Up she gets.
Yeah.
So apart from our podcast, we and appearing on lovely streams like this, we also have a YouTube channel, which you can find by searching Baby Beard. We do lots of Let's Plays on there with daily uploads for a couple of years. So there's a loads of series. We concentrate on doing RPG and narrative content. So you've got things like visual novels, like Ellen playing Neocab recently. And at the moment, I'm well into some fantastic Pillars of Eternity. And Ellen and I have a little co-series coming up. We've delved back in time. You may see us playing the original Witcher very, very soon.
Oh.
A real blast from the past, that one. Geralt looks different than you remember him. I'll tell you that much.
Age has been kind.
Yeah, it's been really. He's actually, he's like a fine wine. He's grown better with age. As you say, also, I'm very much looking forward to June. Both the movie coming out very soon and appearing with these lovely people. If we can ever sort the time zone stuff out,
We'll make it work.
I'm sure we will. I'm very excited to appear with these lovely people for that. Otherwise, follow Baby Beard Media or myself on Twitter. And today I'm playing Bud, who is actually back in his old stomping grounds.
Oh yeah.
And he's a solo.
Hell yeah. And I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm the game master here. I'm also the founder of Cyberpunk Uncensored. So check out Cyberpunk Uncensored on both Twitch and on YouTube. Give me a follow, give me a subscribe, all that good stuff. I would love that. I have lots of gameplay, not just myself, but other GMs we showcase. Like Brandon says, he runs a Fallout game every Tuesday for us. I've got a couple different monthly Cyberpunk Reds I'm running. I also do this weekly right here every week. I also do Fallout every Friday, so tomorrow on the Mad Queen YouTube channel at 12 noon Pacific time. And then lots of other series, interviews, AMAs, all kinds of stuff. So check out Cyberpunk Uncensored. Also, everybody, show some love to Syrinscape. It's the reason we're here. They're an amazing app, program. Check out their website. It allows you to add sounds and ambiance and just so much depth on the audio side of things to your role-playing game. You can do it in person at the table, or you can do it virtually like we're doing right here, digitally across the internet. But check them out. Give them a follow. Give them a subscribe. Syrinscape on both Twitch and on YouTube. That being said, let's get into today's session. Just a mini recap. The team has got their next gig from Nash. They're working for the District PD in Upper Marina, and apparently the High Water Citadel, which is a huge drift nation out there in international waters, kind of controls all trade coming into the California current, which is the entire west coast pretty much of the new America. But that being said, she's controlling it and needs to be kind of helped because about half of her fuel rods were stolen, and council they put the team in charge of it, the Upper Marina, being that they are pretty much running the docks. They deal with that firsthand. So the team has been sent out there to try to find the fuel rods. Umbra, who runs The Citadel basically doesn't trust anybody internal, so she shut the second everything came up missing. She shut down incoming, outgoing traffic, all trades, dead in the water. She requested city to send somebody to investigate. Again, she doesn't trust anyone internal, so send somebody from the city, and that's why the team's out there. So they've been investigating it. Not a whole lot of leads. They met Umbra, which everyone should watch that previous session. Our friend Mad Queen made an appearance to play Umbra. Hopefully she'll be back. But yeah, all she said is, we've got 4 different districts out here that she thinks any one of them could have taken it. They all are out for her power, and she, they all hate her because of taxes and things like that. Other than that, she has no idea. She has all the power. Everybody wants it. So in her mind, anybody could have taken it. So the team was given some all-access passes, I guess we can call them. It allows them, to unlock most security doors and get to pretty much anywhere in the ship. It also allows Hades as a Netrunner to access the ship's systems and bypass black ice and passwords and things like that. So their full-on investigation has started, and they're an investigative team in full swing. So the team checked out the engine room. Not much evidence there. I think Hades did a pretty interesting roll. I can't remember what skill, but it was criminology, I think, and she ended up finding like a strip of thread that was stuck to the edge of a panel going right by the in and out of the door. Maybe somebody snagged some clothing or something. And you met Harris, a tech that was working up on top deck. There's, restaurants and hotel and shops and people living up on the upper deck. As well as below deck is more kind of worker level, I guess. It's different income levels, it kind of appears. But he works at a shop up there, a tech, and Hades, she brought her cleaner bottle all the way out here and a teddy bear skin. So Harris is trying to kind of skin that for and custom wrap it so she can have a robotic teddy bear. So he's kind of handling that right now, too. Did I miss anything in the recap? I think that was pretty good.
Everything
No.
I cares about.
Only the Bud is from here and directly fought against Umbra in his youth. When she took over the High Water Citadel. So he hates her guts, but chose not to say anything when they met. Not to jeopardize, not to put personal things in the way of the mission that we're all on.
Exactly, and that's a great point to bring up, because I love the fact that Bud, who's typically kind of stoic and to himself and maybe a bit closed off, even to his own team and people he works with and people he's known the longest. I don't know, it's just kind of fun to see a little bit of him open up, a little bit of his life path tied into what's going on. And it's not just a little piece of life path, it's kind of, an epic part of how Bud ended up in Night City and where he came from, It's pretty cool.
Why is a solo as well, yeah.
Yeah. No, I love it. And I think it was very tactful that you didn't kind of confront Umbra about it. You're there to do a job, kind of bit your tongue. It was also funny. Mad Queen was kind of expecting that just outside of character. Remember, she was like, "Oh, I was totally expecting him to confront me. I was ready to get into character and maybe argue or get into it." I was like, "I think he was being tactful." She's like, "Yeah, I think he was." It's like, "Yeah, you're pretty much a dictator with an army on this boat, on this."
Yeah, that's right.
Not the person.
But I have so much exposition. Don't you want to ask me about it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not Hades.
We changed the monologue here.
Good point. You're not Hades. Hades definitely lacks a little bit of tact when it comes to her tongue.
What?
She's not scared to just go off the cuff and start speaking her mind.
You blew off my leg.
Right. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna get some Syrinscape sounds going. They didn't have a specific Cyberpunk Red set for Drift Nation yet, mind you. They're constantly creating content and different sound sets, but they did have a few different riverboat and water ones that I'm gonna flip back and forth depending on where you go in the Citadel, and it should work just fine. So everybody enjoy that. Shout out to Syrinscape. Okay, you guys were pretty much at the top of. You guys just kind of left the engine room, went down a long hallway, past all the jail cells, past all the storage units and stuff, got all the way back up. You're on the upper deck. It's kind of in the late afternoon, early evening, or we'll say evening time, because you guys flew out there in the early afternoon. You got up there. Hades just did a scan. I think was the last thing that she did. It seems like there's a system, and it was a decent roll. You guys noticed that there is a system coming from down where you just were, kind of towards the engine room area down there. And then there's a couple, a few random systems that you're picking up above deck. There's a couple random ones around. You can't tell exactly where they're coming from. Obviously, this is a big citadel.
Well, I think that we should definitely go back and have a chat to some of those people in the cells. There might be something we can leverage there, or some price that they might talk for.
Well, I mean, we can promise them anything, but
whoever got these things out of there must have been dragging a whole lot with some kind of hydraulic lift, or the very least a trolley, so that's not a thing that would go by unnoticed, I would assume.
What route would they have had to take? I mean, somebody would have had to see something.
Exactly.
Somewhere?
Let's go rattle a few cages, huh?
All right.
Let me get my cage rattler.
Oh God!
Oh no!
The cages that we're talking about are just the bars, right? Not, rib cages.
Well, I was just trying to be droll, actually, but
Finger
guess Hades has different ideas.
You will find soon enough that you can only do that. It's very
only
specific.
10 times. I
gotta
know
watch my
how many
words.
fingers people have.
Yeah, Hades is like a genie. You gotta be real careful what words you use.
What you wish for, yeah. Yeah.
Listen, they can get them back. Besides, I would leave them with them anyway.
So
All
these
right,
cells we passed, are they literally bars, or are they like closed rooms with a slot kind of deal?
No, they have bars. You guys get down there, and here I'll give a better description. Shout out to Crosswire, who made this artwork for us real quick of the Highwater Citadel. You can see it's the big aircraft carrier towing 4 other huge cargo ships and a yacht along it, kind of making in total the Highwater Citadel. But Crosswire, the artist, everyone should check him out. He does awesome work. He said he threw this together, and the perspective is a little off. I do have to mention that on his behalf, even though I think it's absolutely amazing. But he did say if he had more time, he would have fixed some perspective things, I guess. But shout out to Crosswire. Great job. As you make your way down, you pass all these sort of storage rooms and units and side halls as you're going down this huge main hallway, the whole length of this ship. And then you get down to these cells before you end up with the kind of, the mechanics of the ship hallway that leads to the big engine room. And these jail cells are, big solid steel doors. It looks like, a section of the door in the center is open with bars. And then there's a small section below that looks like a flap that can open. And as you're checking those out and going, you see like the first, dozens of sets of cells are actually being used for storage. So just even more storage. You see crates, you see shipping containers, things like that. Even some of them are empty, just like storing empty containers and stuff. It's a bit unorganized. But then you get to the cells that have people, and you can see inside kind of the doors where the bars are, so you can kind of see inside the cells, and you can see between these last few hallways of jail cells probably anywhere from like a dozen to 15 prisoners. One of them has a few in a cell. Other than that, most of them are just singles. Most of them seem to be males. There are a couple females. But yeah, that's what you see. And on one of the hallways on the side, you see one of the security guards. It looks like he's making his rounds. He's going down the hallway, and he actually has a little sort of drone bot next to him that looks like a drone bot kind of converted into some type of cart. Looks like it might have been used for towing in the past, but it has a bunch of food trays on it. You can see just what looks like slop, maybe even lesser than processed kibble. But as he goes down, he gets to one of the cells, and he stops. And then you see him get on his agent, and he's like, "Yeah, open 12." And then you see that little opening that goes below the bars, kind of go. Tsh! Then he puts in a tray. All right, and then it closes, and he goes to the next one. He's just kind of naming the ones and calling it in. And whoever he's calling, you see it open, and he slides in food.
Apart from that slit, is that you can't communicate through the cells? Like, would it be soundproof, or?
They got bars. Got bars in the middle.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Rush, Rush, you're pretty smooth. Do you want to see if you can't have a nice little chat with one of these guys?
Oh, well, thank you. How about we do? So I'll go to the first cell, the one that's closest to where we think, somebody would be able to see anyone that had gone by with this gargoyle. Hey.
I think we're gonna need the
Weirdly creep
bolt
behind.
cutters.
Hades is just gonna weirdly creep right next to him.
Well, I guess Rush is the carrot and you're the stick. Play ball, I guess.
Good day to you, my friend. I just want you to know that we're not here to harm you necessarily unless necessary. So, we've got some questions for you. Apparently something went missing, something of great importance, and I'm sure you heard of it and you probably even saw it go by. Do you think you could tell us a little something about what happened here?
He's eating a bunch of that slop, and he's just like, ah! And he like slings a bunch of his spoon at you. He's like, "Frack off!" And he keeps eating.
That's a waste of your food. You're going to be a little hungrier now, aren't you?
He keeps eating and kind of like turns like in his little stool, facing his back to the bars.
Hades, do you still have those marshmallows? I don't know. I don't think any of these guys would have seen sugar for a pretty few days or weeks or months or even years. And you're right. He must be awful hungry.
Hades gonna like kind of lean over and stick, cause I mean she's little. She's gonna like stick her arms through the bars and be like, "Hey you!
He turns back over, looking at you while he's eating.
What? That stuff looks gross. Do you want some?" And very slowly, maple syrup in a little packet.
I didn't know. I think that's where this was going.
Yeah. Rush, give me a conversation, and you can get a +2 bonus because Hades is backing you up with some
Marshmallow.
maple syrup or marshmallow.
Oh, man. That's some good stuff right there.
I don't want to interrupt the conversation. Can I, while this is going on, just sidle up to the guard and just like put a cigarette in my mouth and offer him one?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting a rapport going while you guys are
Yeah.
doing
When you
your
do that,
thing.
he stops and looks over. And, oh, yeah. I don't mind if I do. He grabs
Who's
one.
up?
Lights it up.
Hades did not sell Bud's phone number for cheap.
So I don't think it added my +2, but it would
sorry, I
be
didn't see it.
Oh, that's pretty good, eh?
it would be a 23
nice.
with the +2.
Yeah, the guy, he pretty much he looks back and he's looking, and Hades does that, and he just stops eating it. The food just kind of falls out of his mouth back into the bowl. He's like, yeah. Yeah, what were you asking? And he kind of like goes to reach for the maple syrup.
Yeah, so something of great importance disappeared around here not that long ago.
Yeah.
Few rods. Did you happen to see somebody walking by with some large crates? They may have made more than one trip even.
Yeah, I saw people, and they had rods.
Okay. And what else can you tell me about this?
There were just some big guys, and they were carrying out the rods, and I think they took them. Can I get that maple syrup? He starts reaching again for it.
He's
How many?
lying.
Yeah, he's lying through his teeth.
Can I like slap his hands?
Give me a human perception.
Oh,
Don't mate it too much because I'm having fun acting this guy out. Come on, you got to roll for it. And it's not hard. Yeah, you can tell this dude is all about the maple syrup. He's telling you whatever you want to hear.
Hades rolled a 17. Sir, as much as I like the dishonest look on your face, I do not trust you as far as you can reach for this maple syrup. You're gonna have to give us a little more than that. It's very thick and very tasty and very sweet.
I mean, yeah. What do you want? They're like I said, guys took rods, and that's what you need, right?
That's a whole. You need to be a lot more specific about that.
That hurts me. What's your name? What do they call you in here?
I'm Butchie. What's your name?
Butchie, that hurts me. You're hurting me right now, Butchie.
Butchie?
What's your name?
My name is Bethany. And Butchie, you're hurting me right now.
Getting out. You don't need to give him an alias.
It's the fun. It's
Sorry. Carry on. Carry on.
I
Don't
think
let me
you're of a
interrupt you.
thing called pageantry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Apologies.
Bethany.
Let you work your magic.
And you're hurting me right now. Butchie, you're hurting me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah. What else? What else do you need to know? I mean, I'm just trying to help.
And guys that are just, can we know they didn't carry the rods out? They carried boxes of rods. You wouldn't have seen the rods. They would have been in boxes. Butchie, boxes.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They took boxes
Packs
of
of maple syrup. Like 2 packs would have been in a box. And not just by themselves. Butchie.
That's what I meant. That's what rods in a box. That's what they're. And it was a couple big guys. It's at that time that security guard that Bud gave the cigarette to. He leans over to you, Bud. And he goes, "You know that guy that your girl's talking to? He just got locked up like a couple days. Like he got locked up after. He wouldn't have seen he wouldn't have seen shit. He's messing with your girl."
What?
He goes back to the next cell.
Who do you recommend we talk to?
She's going to put him back in
I
the
mean,
couch.
Any other people here? They've been all down here for weeks, if not months. I mean, they were here prior, but I don't know if you're going to get much out of them. A bunch of assholes down here. I mean, he goes to the next
What
one.
about you?
So gives more.
What about
food.
you, friend? Have you? There's always someone on guard 24/7, right?
Nah, not really. I mean, we do our rounds to feed them, and they're pretty much locked tight. You know, if I would have seen something, we'd already have our power back. You know.
Yeah, sure, man. This is the only way between the engine room and the rest of the ship, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
you got your
well,
main hub hallway, and that's pretty much it.
pick another one and let's try again.
Who's
Thanks for your
who would
time, Butchie.
So who in here is the least crazy that my friends can talk to?
Kind of
Most
looks.
crazy.
He points out one guy is like, he's pretty normal, but that's, you know, if any of y'all speak Chinese, she's been down here a while. She's, I guess, less crazier than some of these guys. A lot of these guys were pretty low-end crimes, but I don't know if I talk to this old Chinese guy or that girl down there. I don't know. I don't get too personal with them, but they seem the most normal to me from what I see.
Does anyone
Thanks for
speak
your-
Chinese?
I do not.
No.
And
no,
I
sorry.
thank him. I thank him. I'll give him another cigarette for the road. You know.
Hey,
You know what's the?
You know, we've been low because of this whole shutdown too. I'm sure it's going to get
Good
worse.
thing, man.
But if
We're
you got
hoping
any
to
more,
sort that out. Yeah, sure. I
not
brought
for
a
me.
No, yeah, no, I know.
My body is a temple.
Just saying,
anyway.
He brought like you know, they come in bricks. He brought one of those with him, you know, just in case.
Yeah, but I mean,
Don't
If the
smoke,
guard just-
kids.
Yeah.
Your fictional characters can smoke,
Yeah.
but not you.
Just because
Because-
Bud has
We're
cigarettes
all-
for
Not
breakfast.
die of lung cancer.
we're all
Yeah.
gonna die because of the smog in our lungs anyway. So you know.
That's right. No, but I fully approve. I'll give you like the rest of the packet to hand out to these prisoners as you guys
Yeah.
want it, as you guys see fit.
Oh, shit,
I mean,
yeah.
if the
I'll-
guards are
I'm gonna
starving
share-
for it,
Yeah,
then
I'm gonna share these with my boys in the block. You know, the rest of the guards that do the shifts. If that's cool with you, but
Yeah.
thanks so
Yeah,
much.
you can have cigarettes.
Which-
Yeah. And then everyone can have cigarettes. He can have cigarettes, and then you guys.
I moved my vest to
You're like
cover my
Oprah.
cigars.
You're like Oprah. You're like, you can have cigarettes. You can have cigarettes. Everybody gets cigarettes. He's like, Bud's throwing cigarettes.
it's what his jacket's full of. Instead
Yeah.
of bulletproof lining, it's just cigarettes.
Yeah.
Um,
No, he thanks the
Well,
hell out of
I
you. You can
don't-
tell he's really appreciative. He's like, hey, what's your name, buddy? What's your name?
But
Yeah, buddy. What's your name? What did you?
fucking.
That's
My name's
right.
Max.
Sorry. I did a swear.
I'm-
I'm sorry.
Well, not many people call me this, but call me Finn if you want.
All right, cool. You got it, Finn. I'm Max. Hit me up anytime you need something. He finishes kind of doing
Sure
his rounds
thing,
with
man.
the food drone.
If you think about you think about anything that would help us, anything at all, you just you find us, all right?
All right, I will.
Yeah. Our buddy Finn here would, love to hear back from you. And then I think she's gonna
Shut up.
Over and be like, you wanna explain to me what the hell that is?
Yes,
It's my name. It's my name. Goddammit.
Is it really your name, or is it like my name is King Bethany?
Yeah, this might be like
Oh,
the
that was-
first time Bud's ever opened up. Bud just hasn't really opened up to the team really with his life path, not even his name. So yeah, I could see this, little.
Not even to Nash.
I assumed that was your name, actually. Is it not?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You're not gonna give a rando criminal my name? Are you kidding me?
Sorry, Beth. I mean, Hades.
So
King
wait,
Bethany!
did you go as Finn whilst on the high water citadel?
Yeah, Bud's just, what the first guy who found me when I washed up said, "Hey, Bud, how you doing?" So it's stuck,
Oh.
Because he's a buddy.
I guess you're lucky that he went with Bud and not.
Yeah, shithead or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Does anyone speak Chinese?
No. I am
No.
fluently online. That's literally when I picked languages, I picked Elite Speak.
Can our agents translate for
Translate?
us?
I mean, to me that's kind of rule breaking in a way, because they do have
Yeah,
because they do have languages as part of skills and part
Yeah,
of the
of
cultural
course, of
background.
course.
So
Yeah.
It would be like trying to communicate through Google Translate. It's gonna be like
yeah. You know what I'll do? Let's do it because it's realistic. It'll work. There's going to be a 50-50 chance that what you're trying to get it to say or what you're trying to get it to understand and say back to you is going to be properly translated to make sense.
Oh no.
But you might be able to
we can
figure
start
some
with
stuff
the-
out. Yeah.
Or we can start with the woman he pointed to.
yeah.
I mean, I speak Japanese, which is not Chinese.
Not even.
The same.
Well, I speak Japanese too. You and I should have a conversation sometime.
Brendan
Right now,
fiercely
is it?
googling.
But yes, we should.
Wait, so she speaks English? This
Yeah.
one here?
Oscar.
Okay.
You can assume
Uh,
the guard mentioned, talk to her or him, but he speaks Chinese. You can assume she speaks, yeah.
Yeah. Hi there.
You see a younger girl. She's maybe in her, I don't know, early 20s, something like that. And she's kind of curled up just on her bed. You see like that bowl of food next to her. She hasn't even touched it. She just kind of like looks up at you. You're just looking.
Lost your appetite, huh? Look, I'll be square with you. We're not here as part of the Citadel. We're doing a little independent investigation. And anything that you can tell us about any unusual activity would really help us out. And, we've got some other connections. Maybe we can provide you something. I can't promise, big jailbreaks, but, we've got cigarettes, we've got sugar. We've got some things to make life a little amenable.
Can you give me a conversation?
Sure. Don't pick the wrong time to take a puff. Conversation. First roll of the day. Someone stole for me while I find it.
Anyone here a fan of BDs?
Thank you. Although, also not thank you, because now everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I love the beanies. That's only a
Well, you never
50.
know where you're gonna find a fan, right?
Yeah, the girl kind of like leans up. She's like, "Can you get me out of here? I don't care about that other stuff, but I didn't do anything. I promise. I didn't.
Well, what are you in for? What did they say you're in here for?
Umbra thinks that I stole from her. She thinks me and my husband stole from her. She already made my husband walk the plank. I've been out here for months. She wants me to return the money that I didn't even take. I didn't do anything. She kind of comes up to the bars now and is like right up in your face on the bars, like crying, asking me to help her.
Katie is right up, face to face with her. So she said you stole money?
Me and my husband ran a cleaning crew. All we did was clean her quarters and the guard quarters. We didn't do anything wrong. We just worked for her. And she said money came up missing. She blamed me and my husband. We don't do anything like that. She killed him. And she's locked me up. I've been down here for I don't even know how long. If you can get me out of here, I didn't take anything.
Well, did she say how much money was gone?
She says like there was like 10,000 eddies from a trade. I would never take anything like that. If I ever took anything like that, I wouldn't even be here. Why would I do that? She's just crying now.
I mean,
maybe we could help you out, but we need to get our job done first. That being said, it would be really helpful if, we could get on her good side. And in order to do that, we would have to finish our job. And to do that, did you happen to see anything? We're trying to figure out some other people who did steal some stuff with some boxes and things, and they probably would have come through here. It would have been a rolly thing with some boxes on top of it. A lot of boxes. It would have looked very heavy. Maybe one guy, two guys, maybe ladies, or maybe animals of some kind, or robots. But there would have been boxes that came through. Probably a few nights ago. Did you see anything like that? And she gets right up at her.
Give me a conversation.
Which one was that?
Conversation.
Okay.
Conversation. Is anyone else finding a bit of glitch?
I'm getting a little bit of lag.
It was just a little bit of cutout there, yeah.
Yeah, it keeps doing it. It's doing it on my end too, so maybe there's a little internet issue. Anybody watching?
Maybe it's Discord, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it'll fight its way through, but bear with us. If it glitches out or disconnects, we'll hop back in. We'll be back. I know it's having some connection issues. It's happening to me too.
Me too, but that's just my personal life.
Twilight.
I don't know. I mean, I can't see anything at night. They shut down the doors. They close down the bars. You can't see anything. I don't know. But if you could get me out here, I promise I didn't take anything. If you could just tell Umbra that I didn't take anything. She already killed my husband.
I think you should calm down, okay? You're getting a bit overworked, and we need you to stay calm in order to think back. Yeah, did you hear anything? Right. Heavy wheels, footsteps?
Yeah, I mean, a couple nights ago I heard, like you said, it sounded like metal dragging down the hall. I heard a bunch of voices, people talking. It sounded like a group of guys talking. I heard a couple female voices too. But I don't know. I've been here so long. I hear things almost every night. This shit makes so much noise. I don't even know. She starts crying again.
Look, do you smoke?
No.
It's a bad habit, but, might take the edge off.
No, I don't smoke. I don't do anything. I'm a good person. I don't do any drugs. I just do my job, and I keep to myself.
Take out, a big sleeve and just put it on over, just here, blow on this. On her nose. Here, blow her nose on it.
Also, don't do this at home, everybody.
Not during the time of COVID, especially. During the pandemic, you're not wanting to clean other people's noses.
You do not want to do that. But Hades is going to do that right now because in this world, that is not happening.
Smoke all you want. Do not touch people's snot, though.
Yeah. But you do that. You can tell that she's barely engaging with you. She's answering questions, obviously. Great conversation. She's engaging, but you can tell she's really focused on wanting to get out of there, wanting to get help. Even as you're like kind of cleaning her nose from her frantically crying, she barely even notices that you're touching her. Like, not even going to make you do a deduction roll to know she's been down here a while, and you can tell like her kind of human interactions is a little off. You know what I mean?
What's your name, miss?
I'm Sarah.
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 Listen, Sarah. We want to help you, and the more you can help us, the more we'll be able to help you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you have information you can share with us, that's something that we can bring to your aid when we speak on your behalf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. And Rush, you give me a conversation roll now. Now that you're.
Sure.
Everybody's engaging her. Everybody
Yeah,
did good
we
though.
need to-
And look, you guys keep doing better. Allie did a great conversation roll. Hades started engaging the conversation. I was like, she's got to roll it now too. And she did even a little better. Then Rush kind of jumped in. I'm like, Rush has to roll. He did even better. So amazing work, people. Great rolls. Great
Yeah,
job.
it's a
Phil's
25
gonna roll,
for all
it's gonna
those
crash
listening.
the game.
Yeah, you could tell she.
And I'm here too.
That was awesome.
He does the Paddington stare.
That was awesome. And thank you. Phil's here all night. And so yeah, it kind of works. You're engaging, and the more that you're engaging with her, she's kind of warming up a little. She kind of stops crying a little. She's like, I don't know, whatever I can do to help. Like I said, they close this down every night. I don't even know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. I just know when they close it down, I guess it's night. I try to sleep. A couple nights ago, I think I heard more voices than normal, and scraping noises.
What about an accent?
Give me a
Do you
conversation.
hear anyone?
Language. Come on, Phil.
Phil, don't you let the
Bud
team
is-
down.
Hey,
But is
Oh my
secretly a sensitive soul.
3 points of luck. My conversation sucks. I've got base of 5.
You can do it. You can do it.
14.
Yeah, and good enough. I didn't notice any accents. They seem to just speak in normal street slang or like all of us. I don't know.
Now, did you hear individual voices? Would you be able to guess how many people there might have been?
I have
or a
no
range?
idea. I heard guys and girls, I think. But
Did you smell anything?
there's so many noises in this ship, and like just to verify that, like you all, it's evident. Not even a perception roll. You hear water from the ocean, the currents, the ship creaking, engine roaring, and there's this constant rumble from the engines. Like there's just constant noises. So it would definitely be difficult to pick out details like that. So like I said, I'm not even no human perception to check her or whatever. She's genuinely confused and like, I heard voices. I think guys and girls. I don't know.
Sarah,
Okay.
Sarah, do you mind just trying something with me? Just close your eyes.
Yeah.
If you need to take my hand.
She
do
reaches
that.
through the bar.
Okay, so we're gonna breathe in, breathe for 4, and out for 4. You need to trust yourself, Sarah. You were there, and you definitely heard them. So it's 2 nights ago. What's just happened? The shutters have gone down. What did you do?
And give unless you have something that would fit better with like
Therapy.
yeah, like unless there's something like guided meditation, so to speak,
Yeah.
I would lean towards persuasion. It'd be a form of persuasion because it would be, the
Okay.
patterning of your voice to make her relax. You're persuading her to access her memory and relax her frontal senses or consciousness to access subconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, so give me persuasion.
Even as Allie takes her hand, Hades to Bud and Rusher just like, turn around, don't look at this.
That's 24 and with a critical
Wow.
success, so I add
Yeah.
9 on top of that. Yeah, Ali has been doing
like a
some
34.
therapy, and it shows.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, she's holding your hand. She's just
Yeah.
breathing. You say all that, and she's, yeah. I remember, voices, and I think a few guys. There was a female. I don't know what they were saying, but
Listen,
and then I heard
don't worry. What are they saying?
dragging. I can't make it out. I can't make out specific words.
Okay.
But
So
I
we
think-
have one person speaking. Are they happy? What's the tone of their voice?
It sounds like they're just talking fast. It sounds intense. I don't know. They sound anxious. I can't make it out. There's some guys, some girls,
Then what happens?
and it gets quiet. Then the voices come back, and I hear metal dragging, and more metal dragging, and some slamming door sounds, and it stops. I don't know. She opens her eyes.
Well, I think that's all that we're gonna get. But Sarah, that was very helpful. Thank you.
Can you talk to Umbra and get me out of here? I didn't take anything. Please.
Now,
I can't.
how much was missing? You said 200,
She said we took 10,000 eddies.
10,000
trade.
eddies.
I very much doubt that, but Umbra is a bit of a despot, right, bud? I mean, also,
Yeah,
once we
look,
get-
she'll be willing to grant favors if we sort her shit out for her, though.
plus,
she knows,
like,
she knows the law of give and take.
plus, once we do this job, I mean, we're out, right? We're not beholden to this place. Maybe we can do something that's a bit above board, so to speak.
Look, if we can, we'll come back for you, okay? Thank you so much for talking to us.
She goes back to the bar. She's like, "No, please don't leave. Just please talk to Umbra
I'm
or get
sorry.
me. Oh, please come back."
We
Don't-"
will try.
She starts
We're
crying.
gonna
Gonna-
try.
Yeah,
We will.
We have to solve this case first. Otherwise, we have no bargaining chips, Sarah. We're
Okay.
gonna do this. It's our best shot at getting you out of there.
You know, and-
Hades, do you
Ro-
have that syrup packet?
Meanwhile, Hades is just like, here, these are for you. Now, go ahead. And you can take a little right in the mouth. That'll make you feel a lot better.
She takes some
Free-based
and writing off of that, like, you know, whatever it was, 35 persuasion roll that Allie had. I mean, absolutely. She calms down. She stops crying. She gets a syrup. She's like, "Oh, okay, just please, don't forget about me. I didn't do anything wrong." And she sits back down with her syrup and her food.
We won't
Plot
forget.
twist, she's a vicious murderer.
Yeah, and big thanks to
nice
Leaded
hitting.
Coffee.
Sa-
Big thanks to Leaded Coffee, by the way, for all those sub gives out. I know Dan said he missed that, and I was waiting for just a moment to give that thanks. So big thanks to Leaded Coffee, always gifting out subs to everybody. So cool.
Yeah.
Also drop some bits, too. Awesome.
Very cool. Thank
tasty
you so
bit.
much. We really appreciate
I'd
that
also
support.
just like to thank Warped Wolf for the phrase, Ali could talk the devil out of his underwear.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
Which
awesome.
implies that the devil wears underwear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you even know that the devil would wear underwear? Because my
I-
guess is no.
Yeah, I
Not us.
picture when I picture
Hard to get it over
Satan,
the
I
tail.
picture Satan wearing nothing but chaps and a lollipop, and I'm not saying the lollipop's in his mouth. I'm just saying he only wears chaps and a lollipop. That's all I'm
Feels
saying.
like I'm
I agree.
feels like I'm
I agree.
wearing nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Stupid sexy Flanders.
Okay.
Well, okay, so we
So she's
You just
have
like an actual criminal.
an indeterminate group of, some male, some female voices. We definitely know that they dragged something, the crates, down the hall.
And it sounds like a
Um,
single trip, too, from the way she was talking about it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
to Sarah's knowledge, no accents apart from general American, I guess, and no different languages, but also we can't, I guess trauma really plays tricks on your mind. So, we've got to
We can
lose
always-
space with.
As
We
lovely
can always
as,
come back down here once we have more info.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, and as lovely as she was, though, I think she was a little useless.
Yeah. With the god,
She's traumatized.
Is the god still around?
Yeah, you can see him at the end of the hall. He's about
Yeah.
making his way out.
I just want to corroborate the story.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You can grab him
Um,
before he heads out. He's heading up with the food bot, getting
yeah,
ready to call it a shift. You know.
Hey, thanks so much for helping us out. I just wanted to ask, what time do the shutters close on the cells?
They usually go down at 9 p.m. Sometimes
p.m.?
One more thing.
sometimes a little earlier, but yeah, they're usually down at 9 p.m. up 6.
Excuse me. Excuse me, guard. Excuse me, Mr. Sir.
Yeah.
So you pointed out the two of the criminal underbellies that seem to be the most normal of the batch. Who would you say is the most crazy down here?
I don't know. They're all pretty fracked up. I mean, cell 6. That guy's got some problems. I usually don't mess with him. I usually just stick the food in and keep my distance. He's been known to kind of, well, he slings his own poo around, to be honest. Everyone drink. Sorry, I just had to do it. But yeah, sorry.
Ali's staring at the god. What are you saying?
Yeah. No, but yeah. It's a little
Is that-
drinking. It's a drinking game we have. Every time that guy slings poo or we talk about it, we make all the guards drink because he does it all the time. He's a little fracked up.
Who's the second craziest? I have a thing about that.
Yeah, you might want to try cell 21. That guy's pretty rough. He's not as sling your own fecal matter crazy, but he is a little crazy. He got put down here for starting some fights with people up in one of the watering holes, and then I guess he started taking it out on guards. They even put a couple bullets in him, and he kept going, kept fighting. He's a crazy bastard.
Oh, perfect. I'm looking for somebody with the unsteady look in their eye.
Do I
Hades is just
dare?
gonna
Yeah, that'd
start
be
going
him.
over there.
Nope, not asking. You know,
We
I'm
sorry.
gonna let
Should we-
Hades have her projects.
Yeah, I was just wondering if we should change tack and go speak to the faction leaders.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
think this is gonna be relevant to our case at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hades,
But-
what's your end game here?
Yeah, what's the
Hades is
angle?
gone. Hades is over at cell 21, and she's
Yeah.
just like
Okay.
pushing on bars.
Oh god.
Yeah, you see a really overweight guy, real scruffy, huge beard, really long hair. Looks a bit older. No shirt on. You can see some scars in his back. Looks like he's been hit from some blades and stuff. He's just laying on his cot. Sleep. Looks like he might be sleeping. You bang on the bars. He doesn't move.
Are you sleeping?
He just
You there?
kind of moves and looks back. Oh, God. What do you want?
Hey, are you sleeping? You look like you're sleeping. Are you sleeping?
He looks. He's like, you're not a guard. He's like, what do you want? Who are you?
Question for you. And there's some non-finger clipping, and as a bonus for you, sir, and or however you prefer to be addressed, I've got packets of syrup, and I've got some marshmallows, and I even have this thing. I don't know what it is, but you can have it if you want.
Yeah, give me a conversation.
I'm
What's
gonna add some
happening?
to this because I wanna.
Trust
I was
the
also going to
method.
propose that for this campaign, we also do a drink every time we ask one more question.
One more question? Yeah.
Yeah.
One more
Aw.
thing.
Let's see if I actually am
Like,
able to put this on here correctly via the page. All right.
While you look for that too, I do want to mention. Normally, I do wear my button shirt and one of my ties, and I try to dress up a little bit. But I'm down in it for a bit because I did burn my arm not too long ago, and I had to take the bandages off to let it breathe a little. So I'm just rocking a t-shirt, not a long sleeve. I thought I saw that mentioned.
Wow.
But I assure you,
Wow,
I'm
Rob.
the same quality GM. Don't get it twisted. I'm the same guy. I'm just a little wounded.
I'm just starting to doubt your commitment to sparkle motion.
Yeah.
I know.
Excuses, excuses, Rob.
Oh, deep cuts. Deep cuts, Phil. Well done. That's Donnie Darko, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah.
Sometimes
Oh,
I
yeah.
question your commitment.
just sparkle motion.
Yeah, I love Donnie Darko. Yeah, Hades, give me a evade.
Oh no!
Oh man.
I mean, I think all of us were going to tell you it's a bad idea, but we also all thought, we're not going to stop her.
Surely
She's
it
not
will
gonna
end
listen.
fine.
See where this goes.
You'll never know unless you try.
Okay, yeah, he snatches the
Oh!
the syrup and things out of your hand. Everything that you were holding in your hand that you were up kind of trying to bribe him with, the marshmallows, the syrup, that weird plastic lace thing. he pretty much just like he just like swipes it all and knocks it all out of your hand, grabbing some of it and stuff. He's like looking at it. He's like, yeah, thanks for that.
What's your name? You are so fast. What do they call you?
He like turns back and he starts like kind of eating the marshmallows and things. He sits back on his cot.
You,
Yeah.
what do they call you?
I don't, Hades, I don't think we're getting anywhere.
And he's so fast for a big guy.
Yeah, I don't
You
think he's
grab
going
him
to tell
from
us
here?
shit.
I
Yeah,
had so
but if-
many questions.
Yeah, he finishes the marshmallows and puts down the syrup packets and walks back over to the gate, the bars where you're standing, and he says, "What's your name?"
They call me Lady Jake.
All right, give
All
me,
across the land. Everyone knows me.
give me your brawling. He tries to grapple you.
16. It's getting steadily better.
Yeah, he
getting more confident
he
as
grapples
she's
you up through the bars. He just reaches through, as you say his name, and he grapples you, pulling your bar. He's like, "Oh, well, hey, nice to meet you. Let's see what else you got." He starts reaching
I would
down
like
into
to
your
karate
pockets.
punch it. I would like to karate punch him in the face, please.
Yeah, and that's if my cyber snake doesn't get to him first.
Yeah, you guys didn't walk over there with her, so you do have to walk over there. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
I'm going to run over with my move. What is my move? A lot. It's like 7.
Me,
Oh,
it's
okay,
a- it's
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, it's 7. I can run over and just martial arts punch to the face,
Yeah,
please.
you're able to run over there, but now your action will have to be on the next turn because you went
Okay.
all the way to the end where the guard was to talk with him.
Sure,
Now you have to
sure.
run back to
Yeah.
the cells. But yeah, as you're running over there. What's Allie and Rush doing? As you see Bud.
Oh,
kinda
I'm running.
Oh,
too.
I'm running over too.
Okay,
I'm
everybody's-
popping my Wolver.
Okay, perfect. Everybody just notices Rush has Wolvers. I don't think anyone knew that up until now. He got some Wolvers recently.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
tell you
funny.
guys about all my cyberware. I told you about the therapy.
Yeah.
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 Told you about the therapy, but not the cyberware.
Those are nice.
So-
Ooh.
Yeah,
Thank
so,
you.
so can
Treat
she
yourself.
when can she respond in
And,
response?
Yeah, right now, as everybody's running up and he grapples you, first off, before you respond, as he grapples and kind of beats you on that grapple, what's in your pockets though that he might be able to grab? Other than, I imagine you have your microwaver on you, but that wouldn't be in your pocket. What would you have in your pockets? What would Hades have?
See.
Other than the syrup and marshmallows and things she already gave.
There's
she already took.
marshmallows and maple
Mice?
syrup.
There's a
There's
button.
Such a heavy question, isn't
I
it?
know it is.
Really,
So-
really could be anything.
See, and this,
mice.
this is where he has made a mistake
I
because
feel-
there are marshmallows, there are maple syrups. There's also a couple mouse traps. Listen, she's got to be safe. She's got to play it safe. You never know who's going to reach in your pockets at any moment. And then there are mouse traps. There's some faux string cheeses. And then there's a few Legos. There's also.
I guess your agent would be in your pocket, right? Or do you have an internal?
Sorry,
Oh yeah,
an
you
internal.
got agent.
Internal,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as he's
okay.
reaching in, he says all that, reaches down your pocket. You hear a little snap of one of the traps. He's like, It's like, oh, what else? Oh, little trick there. What else you got? He's digging around in your pocket. What did you want to respond?
So she wants to respond by one of the things that she did whilst on break after the first adventure, she got vampires installed,
Oh,
and she wants
Oh,
to
wow.
bite him. Because I mean, she was bitey before, and she wants to be even more bitey now.
nice.
Wow. Double
Okay.
down on your strengths, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she also has poison in them because why
Yes.
wouldn't you?
Of course. course you do.
Nice.
You're a snake now.
Whoa.
Yeah, he is. So, let's see. Now, this is my first time using vampires. What must I mean...
Just your melee. I think it's just your melee.
Like a brawling attack.
I'm going to tell
Melee
you,
or brawling?
not to get you too excited, but I did crit fail. So as you're going at him, you notice he's focused on your pockets, not even paying attention. You have a really good chance to get a bite on him right now.
Right, so
Nice.
it's brawling or melee?
Melee. I
Melee?
believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
anytime
it is
you
a
use-
weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
14.
Nice. Yeah, you get him. You bite him. Give me the damage.
Got him.
And then what's the
damage for that is 46.
Yeah, give me that.
Oh man, he really messed with the wrong edge runner.
Yep.
Like, not only is Hades' pockets full of just like random
And
stuff.
what's the DV reduce torture and drugs to the point? Like, what kind of poison is there? Did you happen to jot that down?
Let's see. She put a poison on it. Oh no. I
Oh,
don't think I
vampires are 1d6.
have one.
Warped said.
A deadly neurotoxin.
Yeah, I don't know. 46 is pretty crazy for some fangs.
Fine. 3. She likes to rub the
So I think normal poison is 13 and biotoxin is 15. Although I don't.
Yeah.
That's
But which do
just
you
off
have?
my dome.
Did you write that down, or are we just winging it?
Oh, here we go. Let me poison biotoxin. I think biotoxin.
Yeah, that's the good shit.
And biotoxin. What was that? Let me add that in my notes.
So you need the DV for the resist check, and I
Exactly.
think the damage is 2d6.
Yeah, you can give me the 2d6. I failed that. I only got a 12.
What happens if you bite your
Wow.
tongue?
Oh, you're screwed.
You die.
Yeah, don't.
I don't.
5 for the biotoxin.
That's why I'd never
Nice.
get vampires.
Yeah, he screams out on the bite. You can tell it hurt him, but it's the size of this guy. I mean, it didn't really mess him up that bad. You know what I mean? But it hurt him a little bit. He kind of screams out, and he's still digging through your pockets. Oh, what else you got? And and now Bud, Rush, Allie are up there. Bud's kind of got first on this.
Give it a rest, buddy.
Martial arts, please. And let me take off the luck I put in here,
Yeah.
and it's an aimed shot on his head.
Oh, okay. And he has a negative
He
2
used
on
to
his
give-
evade because he's currently in a grapple. So
It's true.
Boo.
10.
That's 5 plus my 5 skill points plus my 8 reflex or whichever it is dex, but then minus 8. The aim shots are really rough, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They're really rough.
yeah,
Yeah.
as you come in, he just kind of like notices right at the last second as your flying kick kind of comes by him. He just goes like that, and you just hit the bar right next to his head. The whole door kind
And
of
then
like
the-
shakes.
The second one will go for like the gut. It'll just be a normal attack.
Well, I think the
17.
If that was your special move, flying kick, I think that negates your.
No,
two-
it was not a flying kick.
Oh, just
I
it
don't
was-
have flying kicks.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
It was just a martial arts strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have armor breaking combo and bone breaking.
Got an 11. What did you get? The second one?
17.
Yeah,
the
that's a
second
hit.
one,
Yeah, you missed with that flying kick, but however you want to describe, you can roundhouse or whatever, spin around. You got him with that second kick.
God damn it. So it's really hard to punch him through the bars. So he's pulling and grabbing, and I go for the punch to his face, and he moves that out. And then I try to squeeze a kick through the bars, but it doesn't really hit that hard. Only lands 4 damage. He's wriggling and moving out of the way, and obviously I don't want to hurt Hades as well. So the second one does connect a little bit, but I'm like, let her go, Gonk.
And Rush.
Yeah, so I'm right up there. He's got his arm up to Hades. I'm going to kind of pop the Wolvers back into my arm, stick my knuckles up against the inside of his wrist, so it doesn't, fly out into Hades. But I want to pop my Wolvers through his wrist.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
between the bones. like
Yeah, give me your melee.
Yeah. I want that hand.
a new souvenir. All right, there we go. 3d6. It's a rate of fire of 2. Wow, this is. I'm
hot rocks.
I'm happy with the dice today. This is great.
All right.
That's
Hey, you gotta be
24
nice
to
to
hit.
somebody.
Yeah.
It's a rate of fire of 2, so I could get him again if I
Yeah,
wanted.
and honestly, you didn't have to. I crit failed on his evade, and he had a -2 because he's wrapped up. Like you, absolutely shredded his wrist. Let me check. What was the damage on that? 10. Oh,
So
nice,
a 5 and a 10.
nice. Yeah, yeah. You pretty much shred up his wrist to the point it's just spurting blood, and he lets go of Hades and just kind of backs up to the back of his cell. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know you had some friends here. Hey, it's all good. It's all good." And you can see in his hand he has like a mouse trap hanging off of his finger, and he has like a couple extra marshmallows, some pocket lint, and he drops a button. He's just like, "Yeah, it's all good." And his blood squirting. He's like, "Hey, guard, I need some help in here."
Oh, give me my mouse back.
And he just kind of like slings it, and it pops off his finger with a bunch of blood, and stuff kind of hits you too.
Mouse.
He's gonna put it back.
I think we're-
He's gonna set it. And
I
then
think
put
we're
it back in
done
his
here.
Yeah. What a waste.
It wasn't very helpful, guys.
Yep. Well, I think we all suspected that, but
Hmm.
I'm just glad that he didn't, I don't know, do anything worse. Really, it was just unfortunate of his choice of victim, I guess, that he picked a girl who routinely keeps mousetraps in her pockets.
That's not the worst thing I keep on me.
And has poison fangs.
Yeah, that's new. I didn't know about that.
There's a lot of things you don't know about me.
We didn't know about your wolvers, and none of us even knew Bud's real name, so,
That's true.
We're learning a
need
lot
to-
today.
We need to go to the cafe and talk more.
I mean, forget the cafe. I guess we learn more when we're out, bruising
guess
up
so.
gangers.
So
And think of what we would not have known had we would not have had this group experience just
That's
now.
right.
Teamwork.
You're right.
Now, to my thinking, we need to work out who stands to gain the most from this, and that's where we should concentrate our efforts. We're lucking out on physical clues or witnesses. Maybe we should attack it from the other end and see why
going
would
to the
someone
other-
do this.
The other, not nations. What are they called?
Well, they're districts, just like in a city. They're
Yeah.
different districts, but obviously this is way more segregated than a normal city, being a drift
Yeah.
nation.
You
But
reckon we
Hades,
should go to the districts?
yeah, and Hades, you guys have been down here when messing around with the jail cells and doing this for at least like half an hour to an hour, talking to the guard, interrogating, going back, dealing with this guy. But as you're kind of discussing this, and Bud suggests let's hit the other districts and things, Hades, your agent goes off, and it's a message from Harris. I believe you gave him the number, and it's just a message, like a text message coming in, and it just says, "Hey, I'm done with your Teddy bot. I'm gonna call it a night. If you can come pick it up now, that'd be great."
Everyone,
Teddy bot.
we have to make a pit stop, or I can make a pit stop and I can meet you, or it doesn't really matter.
We have to go up that way anyway. Let's go.
And
Let's
also,
go.
who knows who might try and shake you down and get a fang in their throat for their trouble in the meantime.
And get better with these. You saw how little damage I did back there. Shameful.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, one of the rules. If you ever played Swords and Sorcery, one of the rules is you never split up the party. So
Well, every horror movie, you know that everybody dies immediately.
yeah, that's right. So we're sticking
you
with
the
you for
one
now.
making fun of us for elf lines online, and you want to bring up Swords and Sorcery? Wow.
Hey, I have an account. I'm not
That's-
making fun. I mean, I would
Oh,
make
wait,
fun of you
did you-
because you're not a hardcore raider, but you
You
know.
were the one who rated. You know what? We will talk later.
What can I say? I gotta be the best.
Ugh, just gonna.
Ooh, that
absolutely
sounds like a chance.
devastate you online.
Oh, we'll see about all of this.
You'll be lucky if you have ears left after I'm finished with you. Raider 300.
So yeah, you make your way up to Harris's shipping container sort of shop that he does his tech work out of. You can see him in there. Looks like he's just kind of cleaning off his table, organizing tools and things like that. Oh hey, what's up? Yeah, I finished up your teddy bot. I kind of wanted to show you before I called it a night. I'm getting ready to shut down, maybe go grab some dinner and stuff. But yeah, I think you're gonna dig it. Check it out. And he kind of like picks it up, puts it out, and it's it's hard to tell that it's a bot. It's like he said, he kind of cut the teddy bear and customized. I mean, it looks like a teddy bear that's mechanical. It's standing there, and then it's like kind of walking around doing some rounds. And then he's like, yeah, and then there's a couple little bonuses I added in. It wasn't hard. I mean, it's just like some seriously just basic programming. I could copy and paste from some other things I had. So check it out. You can, it does everything like the CleanBot stuff, but it also has this little freeform program that you can do, and he kind of shows you on his agent. He's like, and I'll send you this. You just basically just set up the pattern that you want, just like this, and then just hit start. Check it out. And then all of a sudden the teddy bot starts like dancing, and then it turns around and starts twerking. And he's like, I just thought that'd be funny to do just to show you. So you could literally have it do anything. And check this out. This is the kicker. And he kind of like presses this little microphone symbol on the app, and then he's just like talking, and it's coming through the body. He's like, hey, what's up? I'm a teddy bear. Hey, everybody, I'm a teddy bear. And he like pitch shifts it. He's like, hey, I'm a teddy bear. Everybody get out of my way. He's like, yeah, there's a little pitch shift here. You can go higher or low. I don't know. I figured you would dig it.
He's outdone himself.
I love it. And he's like, head drops forward and just hug.
This is the best day of my life.
Oh, that's awesome. He's like, I'm glad you like it. People don't typically appreciate the little details of my work that I do, and I had fun with this one.
And Hades is gonna pick up the bear and just like Lion King Circle of Life it, just like kind of back out of the crate.
As
I'm so
amazing
glad
as
that-
that is. Sorry. It's amazing
So
as that
glad
is.
we're all here for this
Yeah.
new exciting period of Hades' life.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
I was gonna go grab some dinner. He's kind of looking right at Hades, not really at anybody else, but he's like, I was gonna go grab some dinner. Shut it down if you want to go grab something to eat with me. I mean, we could all go and stuff, but it'd be kind of cool to, I don't know, maybe get to know each other a little more.
Sure. I mean, since you are our child's father.
Hey, I like that.
Oh my.
Yeah, have any of you eaten dinner yet? You guys want to grab something to eat, or
Yeah.
are you
if
guys
we're not
busy?
don't
I know
even
you
know
got your
what's-
case. You guys might be busy. If I'm overstepping a little, just tell me. I mean,
Well, everyone's got to eat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as long as we're not intruding on Lover's Lane or anything.
no, come on.
Plus, you know what's worth a damn on this.
Honeybees!
You know where to eat's worth a damn on this this floating sack of shit.
Yeah, I mean, the Mermaid right down here is probably it's the only nice restaurant that we have on the Citadel. But there's a couple other little shack food spots and carts. But yeah, the Mermaid, we could go hit that up. That's where I was gonna go, grab something.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, let's do it. I guess.
I
Yeah.
could always eat.
Besides,
We can compile what we've known so far, which is not very much, but. Do we have lodgings? We have lodgings, right?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, Mad Queen set, or Umbra, played by Mad Queen, set you up with a couple spots where you can stay. There's a couple connected shipping containers.
Cool.
Or we'll say part of. Actually, we'll say that she got you 4 rooms in the hotel. That big hotel that basically goes down 3 levels. It's on the top. Goes through the deck and stuff. So you have rooms in the actual hotel.
They have tourists here?
Well, it's for traders and people coming through. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And this is where we'll take our break.
Yeah, I just think as cool as your teddy bear is, it may hinder our negotiations. With the leaders of the Chinese and the.
Our bear is going to be massacring people at some point.
Yeah.
You know what? It's going to be a whirling dervish.
We'll take our 5-minute bio break. Nobody go anywhere in chat. We will literally be back in like 5 minutes or less, and we'll get right back into it. I'm going to leave the mics on. That way, if we talk about any gameplay, chat can be part of it. And we'll be right back.
Too true, Warped Wolf. Do you want machine uprisings? This is how you get machine uprisings.
At this state of affairs, I'm willing to give it a go. It couldn't be worse.
I say let the machines have their turn.
Yeah. We are screwing it up. So
I, for one, welcome our machine overlords.
Yeah,
I think they'll be
right.
very nice as long as they don't listen to anything that humans say.
That's right. I particularly like their platform of kill all humans. It's got me on side, yeah.
But whether you like it or not, it's a strong policy. They don't flip
That's right. At least they're consistent.
On their policy. I appreciate that.
They don't just sling to public opinion. They just,
They can't be bought.
They can't be bought. No.
Right.
It's one. I feel like they'll win no matter what.
Yeah, that's right. So we might as well get on board now. I'm down with that. So I was just told I've been breaking the rules by Violent Neon.
How so?
When you aim shot, it's a max rate of fire 1, which I didn't realize. So I have to factor that in future.
Okay.
So if you go for a head or a leg or whatever, or a hand is the other aim shot. Yeah, you can only do one hit. So I'll have to bear that in mind when I'm firing pistols and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a modifier you put on a single roll, but that is incorrect.
Yeah.
No, it's rules. It's not rules lawering. I think rules lawering gets a bad name. Wolf. There's rules lawering, and there's just politely correcting.
Yes.
So the game's played in the right way.
That's
rules. Yeah.
That's awesome, Rockette. Is this as Theatrical Man pointed out, Teddy Ruxpot or DJ Ruxpot?
You know what? I think I might actually, as horrifying as this may be, I think I might actually have a Teddy Ruxpin downstairs. An actual,
awesome.
Legit, real life Teddy Ruxpin.
With the creepy cop dream with me tonight.
What is that?
My buddy. No, it's not a my buddy though.
What is Teddy? What are you talking about?
Teddy Ruxpin? Oh,
but it's too horrifying to really have exist in the same space as me.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's a robotic teddy bear from the 80s that had a cassette player in the back.
Oh God!
And its face would it would move its mouth and stuff to say things.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
It's
more or less horrifying than a Furby.
What?
Ooh. I mean, I do suspect Furbies will be part of the uprising, the robot uprising.
Yes.
I mean, that
if
goes
you put if you put them in a no holds barred cage match.
I mean, Furbies
which one would win?
Because they're a little bit newer. They have a little more upgraded.
Yeah, I think Furby.
Electronics.
Furby would win. Well, we were talking about Furby versus Teddy Ruxpin.
I literally have 2 just here.
Oh.
I love Furbies.
I've got the original Furby and the Gizmo one in my collection, like unopened with the tags and shit. That
Yes!
Gizmo one that they had to discontinue. I have the original.
Damn, I
They
didn't know
got,
Oh.
they got banned from the Pentagon because they're Furbies learn and listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Did,
horrifying.
Did anybody catch all those awesome teddy bear names? Because I was like Teddy Bot, and then like chat was just dominating some awesome robot teddy bear names. Like, let me see if I can find some of them.
Slow down, chat.
I say Theatrical Man had a couple of good ones there.
Yeah, there's like DJ Ruxbot, Teddy Twerks a lot. I like that
Dude,
one.
this is actually a
know-
dog boy.
Do people know the
Teddy
glory of
Ruxbot.
the long Furby or the Furby mod community?
Oh, the long Furby. I recently learned about long Furby.
I love
What's
long
long?
Furby.
On
was-
Furby?
Google it.
No, I'm
I
scared.
don't think I want to.
Yeah, that
Google
sounds
it.
scary.
Yeah, me neither.
It's actually
Yeah.
The,
mod
the
them into
Furby
long versions.
The
Like,
Furby mod community is nuts, and I love it. It's like they make all these eldritch creatures using Furbies.
I
There's
feel like it's a case of those. Sorry, carry on.
Oh, I tried to put it in the Discord chat, but it said my files are too powerful.
Powerful.
That's funny.
Wow.
Long Furby isn't real. He can't hurt you.
Yes, he can.
say that,
And then Long Furby just appears from
Yeah.
the background.
and
I
just
love
never
this
ends.
quote,
It's a
because
never
in
ending.
In the Furby manual, it says Furby has no gender, like an angel.
Whoa, hold on. That last
That's a
part is
bold claim. It's extremely bold claim.
Ooh,
What do you
that-
mean? Angels have no gender. Like Furbies, because
I-
that's what
it's-
they are.
Yeah, that's
Furbies
that's
are
the bold
angels,
part.
and you look into them and are not comprehending what you are seeing.
All right, here
All
we go.
hail the Furby.
All right, we're
Oh
back,
my god.
and we're back.
Thank
I had to,
thank God.
yeah, I had to stop that. I don't know.
I'm
It was
so
hurting.
afraid.
Hey, look, we got a teddy.
We've got a bat. Is that a bat, Care Bear?
Technically, it is a bat,
A
and
bat.
it says, "This
This
sucks."
sucks.
It could
Nice.
be it could be a teddy bat, teddy bat bot, teddy bat bot.
Got little wings and everything.
But yeah, you all
Why-
are back. Harris locks up his shop, and you can kind of see the top of the whole ship kind of livening up a little bit. People shutting down their shops and containers and going to grab food, hanging out, hitting the local bar. People coming in and out of the hotel. Like it is livening up at least a little bit. Let's just get a little bit of Syrinscape going. See if we can get some port noises at least. But yeah, Harris locks up and says, "Yeah, we can go down here. It's just it's called the Mermaid. It's kind of the local restaurant that got a couple levels of the restaurant where they offer different styles of food. So we can kind of check that out. Go grab something to eat, chat a little, and we kind of cool."
I mean, I'm mainly looking to get a feed and then get on with it because we have quite a lot of work to do, as you can imagine.
Yeah, no, I know. You got your case. You're working on and stuff. I can respect that. I understand.
What do you know about who around here? What do you know about who around here has it out for Umbra?
Yeah, well, probably everybody. I mean, all these other districts, everybody's out for her and shit. But it's just kind of the name of the game when you're in power, I guess. And as you
How
get
much
up to the
you-
Mermaid, you can see that it's pretty crowded. Lots of people are coming here to eat, and it's just kind of that dinner time. So there's plenty of people hanging out and going to eat. You see the sign, the Mermaid, with their logo on the top. And he says, "Yeah, this is it. Just get in, try to get a table, at least sit down and eat. We can chat some more in there."
Sure, lead the way. You know your way around.
Yeah, no problem. He kind of goes in, and when you go in, there's this kind of foyer where you go in, and then you can see beyond that a bunch of like tables and people sitting at random tables and booths. eating. You can see two sets of stairs that look like they go down to the lower level of the restaurant, and down there it looks more like a cafeteria, like less like individual tables and things and booths, and more kind of open. And as he steps into that front foyer, you can basically see this sort of cloud drop in from the ceiling that says, "Hello, welcome to the Mermaid. Are you interested in some of our fresh food fish farm menu, or would you rather the budget economy downstairs?"
Jesus Christ, I am so sick of these things.
Yeah, and Harris looks at you. He's like, "Yeah, they have kind of the fresh food, from the fish farm that they do up here on the top level. A little more pricey, but it's fresh food. Or we can go down there to the cafeteria and get some of that processed crap. But it's up to you guys. It's your first time here. I'm down just to hang out, meet some new people. You know what I mean? So, which would you prefer?"
Let's eat the real
I want to
food.
eat. Yeah, I would like to eat in the upper level. Thanks. I can eat processed shit anytime.
Fresh food menu it is. Well done. Follow me. And he starts kind of traveling into the restaurant, and like hovering along this sort of track from the ceiling, and you follow him, and he takes you to this table, this particular booth, and he just kind of shines a light over the table as it lights up. "Please have a seat. Your waitress Vicky will be with you shortly. Thank you." And it just kind of sizzles away back up into the ceiling.
How much mercury do you reckon's in these fish, huh?
Do you care?
Not really. I'm just making conversation.
Harris says, "No, actually, this is all from the fish farm on boat. This isn't from the actual ocean. They do a whole filter system on their environment. Like it's pretty clean. I mean, it costs a pretty eddy, but it's good. You'll see, it's tasty. It's clean."
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Is there anything you recommend?
Yeah, whatever the special is. I mean, they go on harvest cycles, so we'll just have to see. And right then, the waitress comes up. "Hey, I'm Vicky. I can help you. Yeah, in today's specials, we have," and she kind of puts down this list. And it's basically a list of different ways to cook the fish, whether fried or sauteed or filleted or all the different, any way that you can think of. And she's like, "Yeah, and right now the top ones we have tilapia, yellow perch, and trout."
Look,
What are you gonna do? Bud,
you're not real. Getting the
You want
special.
You want it battered.
fish
You want it
going
battered
off.
with the soy chips. That's what you want.
Damn, he's right.
I want what he said.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna get the trout baked with a salad. Don't at me in the comments, all right?
You're taking photos for your fans.
I don't think they care about the food.
And you?
Unless
He
she
looks
does
towards
like a mukbang.
looks towards Rush.
Yeah, so I'm that guy that's texting at the table. I'm texting to Nash, give an update. What my friend Bud said, something about battered soy.
Okay, great. Yeah, and
Yeah.
and Harris,
Right.
you're up here.
Texting at the-
You're not downstairs. You didn't want to. Okay, that's fine. What do you want? And Harris he looks a little bit embarrassed. He's like, "Yeah, no, I'll just I'll get the yellow perch fried with the chips too. That sounds good." He's like, "All right, great. I'll be back." She kind of goes away.
So this is like the place, right? Seems to be pretty busy, and obviously you come here pretty often.
Yeah, I mean it's the only place to eat in the city unless you want to hit one of the other districts, deal with some shit from any one of them if you don't live there, or if you want to go below deck or hit one of the carts or any one of those. And I'll tell you, that stuff it's all processed synthetics. It's filthy. It's not good.
Yeah, not a lot you can get out here, I remember.
Is it hard to go between districts?
Yeah.
No, I mean, come and go. I mean, well, you guys have those passes. You guys pretty much go anywhere. I mean, anybody can go anywhere, but the districts, they give some of the main city people a hard time. They'll be a little nicer to below deck, the working class. But the districts everyone keeps themselves out here. I don't know if you're familiar with Drift Nations, but it's a bit more bit more culturally segregated than the city.
Yeah, it's kind of every man for himself when going overboard is like the end of everything.
Yeah, the different Drift Nations, did they are they each responsible for different means of production, or what is the benefit of having them apart from just segregation?
Well, I mean, it's all one big city for the most part, but it's all about trade. Umbra just runs all the international trades. She runs the international waters, anything coming and going. These are just the top continents and cultures that kind of locked on to the whole trade citadel, and they pay their taxes, but they got that constant flow of trade. These are kind of the main ones, and I don't know. It's a drift nation. We all kind of survive together. Everybody
some of them will be
provides
better at. Some of them will have better scavengers. Some of them will have better machine shops, do repairs and whatever.
Yeah, different sources of materials and stuff. We all kind of, I don't know, we kind of need
different
each other.
connections to the mainland. Yeah.
You sound like you know, man. What, you've been out to some drift nations before, or?
Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah, got my start out on a drift nation, so left it behind a long time ago. Who are these districts? Who are these 4 sets? Who would you say is the most ruthless?
Well, I mean, the most ruthless is Boris. That's like the dude who runs the neo-Soviet Russian ship over there.
That's what I would have put. That's where I would have put my money too. Yeah,
it's that you can see it's the one, and he kind of points out, and you can see through the front window of the Mermaid across the bow, and you can kind of see it's the one that looks more like a yacht, less like a cargo ship container. He's like, yeah, you can see they got that converted yacht sort of shipment, but they got Boris who runs it. He's just, they come from money. I heard his family kind of got him set up, big crime family that started up some corps. They also got their, I guess, hands in different pockets of different corps, and they've got like Zarafa over there. I saw some of their logos and shipments coming and going, so they're tapped in. But yeah, he's the most ruthless. I've heard some horror stories, and I've seen some confrontations and issues between him and different cargoes and people running trades and stuff, and he's a bit of a badass. I mean, everybody out here is a bit cutthroat, but yeah, as far as ruthless, Boris.
Well, I mean, not to stereotype, but I think of mishandling nuclear material, and the Russians do spring to mind.
Okay, I'm sure Boris doesn't stand for all of Russia.
It's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing.
What is the neo-Soviet district known for, apart from being hard hitters?
Yeah,
I bet it's drugs.
No, well, I mean, they definitely deal in a lot of black market stuff. They're kind of heading up a lot of the kind of higher synth drugs and things. But their main push is kind of the higher tech. They bring in a lot of the more premium, super expensive luxury items and things. Like, they're kind of random out here, but when they come in, they're usually thanks to Boris.
You want a bot, you want some specialist gear for fabrication, they're the ones to go to?
Yeah, I mean, well, when it comes to the other districts out here, they all kind of have their little specialties and things they focus on. It all kind of works together. There's the Middle Eastern boat over there run by Amira. That just has a bunch of Middle Eastern cultures all gathered up. They deal with a lot of like biodegradable sort of textiles and chemicals and food sources and raw materials that deal with that. They're kind of I don't know. We kind of call them the organic district when we don't want to talk about Middle Eastern, just because it's kind of known for that. They do a lot of gambling and shit over there too. Well, they do that on most of the districts, but then you got China, ran by Xander over there, and not a lot of other Far East cultures. Pretty much seems like that's just China. We kind of around here we call that the Little China. But Xander, he's cool. He's kind of rough. Those guys, they deal with a lot of weapons and cyberware and things like that. And then you got basically the South American district over there, and it's mainly Argentina and Brazil. Diego runs that. He's a bit of a playboy. You can catch him out at the bar sometimes and kind of cruising around looking for whatever girl he can get on his arm for the night. But yeah, no, they're they pretty much deal in a little bit of everything over there. You know, they are known for a little bit more black market. They're a little more on the face of things for black market, whereas you'll see Boris and those guys do it a little underground. But yeah, everybody has their kind of specialty, you know.
Argentinian playboy. Where have I heard that one before? Talk about playing into stereotypes.
Well, they exist for a reason, right? They don't come
Yeah.
from nowhere.
Yeah.
Is there anything good to drink around here? I feel like I could use a drink.
Yeah, they got a full menu here. Yeah, he's like looking. I don't see Vicky, but yeah, and he kind of like messes with the table, and you see like a digital hologram of the drinks pop up. You see, they pretty much got everything.
I think I'm gonna have just a gin and tonic. Keep it classic.
You could go a little further out of your box if you wanted to. After all, we're somewhere different than usual.
Sure, you got any specialty cocktails?
Yeah, there's
I got just one with a fish head in there.
there's a few you know,
Mermaid.
yeah, like the blue coral and like just random like combinations of like sea life mixed with colors and things that
Yeah,
represent all these different fruity mix options, you know.
I'm gonna get the electric eel.
There you go.
And this one has a live shrimp in it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
God.
not gonna get that one. No, thank you. I don't need any.
Yeah, so obviously you all are some type of investigators or something, but I mean, is that what you all do back in Night City? He's mainly looking at Hades now. I mean, what do you do in Night City?
Of things. We are very professional. But yes, we in fact are highly trained detectivorials that work very closely with the PD, as it were, solving crime and saving the day time and time again. You could even say that we're like superheroes.
It sounds way more fun than what I do, pretty much what anyone does out here. I've been debating on getting.
Not so fun when you're knee deep in cow shit.
Yeah,
that's
or brain
true.
matter.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it!
and
Oh, this
drink.
electric eel is.
Son of a.
I
Yeah,
see
no,
that it's mainly just tequila and juice, but served in a glowing glass.
There's no shrimp in it.
Don't make that mistake, anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, at least they're strong. You notice all these specialty drinks, they're pretty strong. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I've been debating. I mean, you know, I've my whole life out here on Drift Nation, you know, in the Citadel, but I've been kind of debating on making my way to land eventually.
Oh,
just-
Jesus Christ. Let me guess, you've always dreamed of coming to Night City, and you're looking for a way out of the Drift Nation.
I mean, have you seen it here? It's kind of limited lifestyle out here. I mean, can you blame me?
Were you born out here?
No, I mean,
You know,
I was born on
from your
land,
mom's,
but
you know.
yeah, I was born from my mom, but
No, but here in the water.
no. But I mean, my whole life. I mean, we came out here as a small child, so I mean, I've been out here my whole life. But you know, why wouldn't I want to go to Night City? You know, get have more options. Just
Yeah, so many new ways
Always.
to get stabbed in the back.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
yeah, well, look how
I
shit
like
is out here.
style.
Look how shit is out here.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
Umbra being a dictator. We got, you know, Boris being ruthless. You know, all these districts being dicks, and it's probably not that much different, but it's even more compact here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining because I've been here too long.
No, Harris, I get it, but also, you know that you can do whatever the hell with your own life, right? And it's just not a very unique story. So if you want to change something, just do it. Just fucking do it, you know? Oh, I did another swear. Sorry,
Well, you know,
Syrinscape.
now at least I met some more people from Night City. Maybe if I do make my way there, you know, I have more of a reason. I can maybe look some new friends up, you know. And he's looking right at Hades, even though he sounds like he's talking to everyone.
You wouldn't be able to never visit our child again, right?
That's true. That's true.
Right?
I would like to.
Yeah.
I would like to visit our kid. You know.
God, I
Besides,
could use another drink.
And
Anyone
Vicky,
else?
Vicky brings the food over. By the way, everybody has their fish. It's awesome. It's been a while since you've had real fresh food, and this is not just fresh food like you can get in the city, or there is high class restaurants and things. But this is so fresh because it's like literally from their fish farm direct to the table. Like, I mean, not even a mile down the deck. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's fresh. It's good. And you all eat. You enjoy it. You can get more drinks. Everyone can deduct, we'll say, 50 eddies from their budget. And everybody eats, unless there's particular conversation you can engage in. I'm just gonna, kind of streamline the eating and drinking.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody's kind of wrapping that up.
Just for roleplay, look, she's not a jealous sort, but I think anytime this guy is going to overtly hit on Hades, Allie's just going to drink herself into a little stupor.
Go easy there. We got a job to do.
Well,
Yeah.
like, and Hades definitely, like, she's definitely not doing the bear's our child on purpose, like,
Yeah.
at all. But,
Yeah.
But she is at a certain point being like, yes, come see me and hang out in Night City. Come hang out with me.
Yeah. Like, we're all very mature people, but I think it's also just like, who the hell does this guy think he is, Like, Hades is a super special person, and like...
Well, at the same time, like, whenever anybody, like, gets close to, like, Allie, how Hades is like, yo, back off. Like, I think it's the same sort of dynamic.
Yeah.
At some point, they'll have to have a talk.
Fine.
But that is not
Why
this
talk?
day.
Why talk?
Why
think
talk?
we'll
You can
work
just
out.
drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's I'm like pushing my plate away. I think I'll be asking Rush if you've dealt with Russians in the past, right? You know how they operate.
well, his
A
name
little
is
bit,
Rush.
yeah.
Do you think they're a good place to start? You kind of how they do things. You seemed pretty down with that guy's operation in NOLA.
Well, I mean, there's one thing about knowing fixers and another thing about, being able to judge whole culture, I guess. But,
Sure.
I mean, we could start with Boris. But Diego deals in black market, doesn't he?
That's
I
true.
mean,
That's true.
seems like that would be the place to get rid of some hot rods, you know what I mean?
I grew up around some South Ams as well. I know a bit of Portuguese, so that might help.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. And not to derail you. If you want to start with Boris, I'm all in.
I think we'll have to speak to everybody eventually. So
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
can probably hit up one of the districts before nightfall, right?
Yeah, I
it's
think
only
we got time.
exactly. Yeah, it's only you guys ate dinner. We'll say it's like, I don't know, 7 p.m. something like that. You guys got done. There's still a handful of hours of the night in this typical. It's a normal city. They go till night. Till late, and yeah, you guys can still do some investigating, go around. You have plenty of time to do whatever you want with your night, and then, like I said, y'all have rooms at the hotel, so you can go crash there at the end.
The night is young, people, and so is love.
Yeah, and what's the I don't, damn, I wish I would have had it. What's the resist torture and drugs for alcohol? Because I think Allie needs to roll that, considering she's pounding them out of frustration. We haven't really had to do that with alcohol, so let's do it. I think it's easy. I think it's like a 12 or 13.
Okay.
But I don't have it in front of me, so if somebody does have the PDF open, please just get to that drug section and
11.
just double check for me.
11.
Okay.
She rolls 12.
Nice. Okay. It's not your first rodeo on getting wasted. Allie's been around, so.
She's probably like very like far in, but due to her background,
Tolerance,
she
yeah.
can handle herself. Like, she might be slurring a little, but like she's very loose.
I'll say like this, like only her close friends or coworkers will know that she's drunk. Everybody else maybe wouldn't even notice unless they smell it on
Yeah.
her breath. You know what I mean?
Probably because
Yeah.
she's just being a bit more real.
Right, yeah.
You're just half in the bag, you know.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna like to lean over to like Rush and be like,
Leah's drunk.
I know. And this is hilarious. I can't wait to see where this goes.
I think she's mad.
And mad about what?
You guys are not quiet at all. You know, I can hear you.
Yeah,
No,
what's
I'm
the
not-
problem? You don't like fish or
She's mad
something?
because I think she's mad because Harris was indicating that he wants to come have some sort of a relation with me in the
Whoa,
carnal.
hey, I was just being nice. I'm not trying to.
I forgot you were here.
I'm
Why
sorry.
why on earth would I be mad about that? You know, I'm happy for
We were in a
you.
relationship for a really long time together, and it's
I
a very
know.
Oh.
intimate sort of thing.
I
It was
didn't-
very.
I'm sorry.
No,
I didn't know that you two were a thing.
That was in the past.
I mean, I wasn't
you
really
know?
hitting on you that much anyway. I was just being a little bit nice and trying to engage in a little conversation. Maybe
It was in the past anyway, and we parted on amicable terms. We're
Exactly, and we're the
very
best of
platonic
friends.
now.
Okay.
We decided that it was
platonic.
more like it was better for
My
the both
God.
of us to be, more like sisters now.
He just
Yeah.
like he looks over to Bud and doesn't even ask. He just reaches over to try to grab the cigarette and he's like,
Yeah.
Agreed. We're agreed that it's totally platonic, and I was just saying,
I mean,
you know, I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
same
no.
way. I get the same way. You
Hey, let's
remember
go.
what happened
Time's a
"Yeah,
wasting.
I'm sorry. I just didn't want to offend
Allie,
anybody."
you
Okay.
remember what happened that last time whenever Pop came around? I got really irritable about it, but he's okay. He's okay. He's kind of, he's
As if I would ever be interested in Pox. Credit
no,
me.
but he was
with a
showing
little.
attention in a way that made me feel, a little in a bit of a way.
So Harris leans in. So not to. Okay, I'm gonna call it a night. I apologize if I offend anyone. I assure you, I'm just being nice. I hope you like what I did with your teddy bot. Here's my number. He kind of swipes his agent. You hear it ding. He's like, I won't call you. I won't be rude like that, but please call me sometime. I'm gonna try to come to Night City sometime. I would love that if we could meet up or something.
Wait, are you saying you're not interested in me at all?
No, I'm interested. I just didn't want to offend your friends. I mean, we all just kind of met. I'm not trying to overstep or be that guy.
Are you offended? Don't ruin this for me. Are you offended?
Nope.
You're looking at me. I'm not offended. Look, no, I'm nothing to be offended about.
Okay.
Shoot your shot, Harris. Go for it.
Hades is gonna be like, it's gonna do the number bump, like,
Well, anyway, this is my number, and you can give me a call. And if you don't, I can find you.
He takes it and he's like, oh, okay, yeah. And again, I'm sorry if things were uncomfortable. When he gives you a hug, but you can tell it's a little uncomfortable. He does seem a little nervous. And then he walks off. It was nice meeting her, everybody.
Hey, so should I have covered his bill? I don't know. Was this place too expensive?
No, they seem surprised that he was upstairs and not downstairs. I don't really know what that means, though. I don't know what the price differential is.
It probably means that he's not really making that much.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I didn't want to embarrass in front of you there, Hades.
I
But
would-
I'm
Yeah.
not embarrassed. Should I have paid? Should I have paid? Was I a bad date? Was this a date? I don't really go on dates anymore since the last time when I killed that guy.
he deserved it, though.
No, but still, you know how it is. You kill a guy and then you don't know if you're supposed to pay for the bill. It's really
I
complicated.
think if you kill the other guy, you're meant to pick
You
up
have,
the tab.
you have
yeah.
to, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the rule.
Probably.
Well,
yeah.
I left him there and I left the bill on him, so I figured it would take care of itself.
All right, I think we should move on and get to the part where we do some investigation.
That
Yeah.
seems right
You
to
guys
me.
want to head up South Am?
Sure.
That seems fine.
Maybe there's carnival happening.
Yeah. Look,
Ooh.
just in a real mood
that was
to
a
break
joke. I
someone's fingers.
No, but look,
I real doubt it.
look,
Oh.
look. The bear's ready.
It's twerking.
it's twerking, by the way.
He
All
sure
right.
is. You want to leave that in your room before we go
No.
deal with the heads of state around here?
No.
Okay, you do you. That's fine.
All right. Well, lead the way, Bud, Finn,
Bud.
whatever your name is.
Finn, Bud. What's
Yes,
your last name? What's your last name, Bud? What's your last name?
Shrake.
Finn Shrake. All right.
Shrake.
Just gonna have to update that.
Yeah. No.
Finn.
Did Rush like tag us all at lunch?
Having lunch with my besties.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll always be slick to you.
Yeah, still slick to me.
yeah. Now, as you make your way over to which district are you headed towards?
South Am.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as you guys are making it to the South American district, you guys, are engaging a little bit of conversation. This little bit of small talk. But Rush, what did you text Nash? What was the update that you sent him?
So I sent him the updates of how many people we think. We know it's probably more than one male, possibly one female, between the hours of 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. And that it seems like they did this all in a single trip. So it was probably a short amount of time that they took to be able to do this. And that they knew what they were doing as far as removing the rods. So basically just sending him the evidence. So if anything happens to us, he's still got record of it, what we discovered.
Did you take a picture of lunch?
Send him a picture of the lunch.
I wanted to, but I kind of had second thoughts. I wasn't sure if he would just, he might just delete it,
Rude.
Gosh,
Yeah,
why don't the kids text me more often?
Yeah, Nash replies back to that text, and it just says, thanks for the update. Keep me posted. By the way, what did you have for lunch tonight? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, right. And so I take a picture of the table and all the food.
There. Okay, you happy, Ellen? All right, now back to the game.
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
But yeah, you get up to this ship, the South Am district. It looks like a normal cargo ship. It's up there in the front on the opposite side of the neo-Soviet Russian yacht. You basically see it's, like I said, basically a cargo ship. It looks like a normal ship that has a bunch of cargo containers onto it in different patterns. You can see some very minimum amount of lighting and neons and such. There is power on the ship, but like I said, it's very minimum. They're probably running on emergency. Who knows? But that's what you see, and you can see some people walking around. It looks fairly active in the district. When you get up to the edge there, what you see is all the power cords and cables and things in bundles going from the district up to the main citadel ship. You can kind of see that represented in the artwork. Each one of these districts are kind of attached to the main hub of the city, making up the citadel as a whole. And then there's this sort of plank system that attaches the district to the actual main hub, and it's loose. The paneling, it shifts. Like, think of almost like a rope bridge, but instead of like wood panels that you would step on, they're flat metal panels that kind of overlap each other, so they can swivel on each other as they hit waves, as the boats might shift. So as you're going, it's a little tricky, and what I'm going to say is
a pontoon bridge, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. And everyone is
Yeah.
going to have to roll a resist torture and drugs, except for Bud. Bud is 100% immune to this. He's been on the water before. This isn't going to mess up, any of your stats or skills or things like that. Just give me a general resist torture and drugs, and I'll explain.
It's your sea
With
legs.
Yeah. I get seasick in real life, so this is fun for me.
Okay, perfect. It's funny, but Allie is the only one not affected by it, even though in real life, Ellen would be. But
I rolled 16. I get a +2 because I also have toxic binders that.
oh, wait a minute. I read the. Oh, you rolled. Oh, I see it. Sorry, I was looking at your first one, Ellen. But that's fine. You still did, and Hades. So Rush, Hades. Hades and Allie, the swerving, it's a little offsetting, but you're fine. But Rush, you throw up over the edge of it. It's getting the best of your stomach, And throughout this trip, it's not going to mess up your stats or skills or anything. But once in a while, randomly, I'm going to mention that you're feeling ill from, being seasick, and you're probably going to have to throw up or deal with it for at least a moment. But that just happened.
It's a waste of fresh fish.
Big guy. I was just
Yeah.
gonna say,
No.
there goes
Just-
your lunch.
Hey, buddy,
those
just
are
look-
lunch pictures.
Put your eyes on the horizon, okay? Just fix your eyes out there on the horizon for a second. You'll be all right.
The horizon is moving.
Sure is. Sure
I
is.
think I just set that fish free into the ocean. It's been
Yeah,
watching
it'll
from the
pass.
farm its whole life.
It'll pass.
Close.
Oh.
Yeah, did you want to send a picture of that to Nash? Or?
Yeah.
I mean, he did ask, right?
But you have.
Violent Neon says, "Would you say Rush is feeling eel?" Good pun.
Well done.
And theatrical man
I
says,
see.
but very well done, very well done. Bud is water resistant, and yes, it's because I don't know if maybe you missed that part, but Bud's backstory. I don't know if you saw session 0 or the previous session where he kind of mentioned it, but he grew up in the Citadel, so he grew up his whole life on a drift nation. This particular one, as a matter of fact, so he's very used to being on the water. He never gets seasick.
He tried to. He was part of the resistance of Umbra taking over as dictator, which is how he ended
Exactly.
up leaving. Citadel.
All right, Rush. Just I don't know. It's like maybe like do the kind of arm thing and have someone on the other side and just
Yeah, he gets
try not to read any text or spin around too much.
But you get yourself back to normal. You have a little bit of a throw up session. Unfortunately, you lose your dinner, but you're back to normal. You got your composure back. Your friends and teammates kind of help you get back to normal, and you get up to the ship. When you get up to the end of this sort of plank up to the ship, you can see leading onto the main deck. There's a couple guys standing there with rifles, and one of them just puts his hands up. District closed. We're closed. District closed. Past 2 days. Closed until power.
Passes.
He turns. Does anybody understand Russian?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you hear him.
Rush,
He turns.
Right.
He turns to the other security guard and says something in Russian. None of you understand it except Rush. You understand it. And he says, "Ah, shit! They're that investigative team from Umbra. Yeah, we gotta let them in." He says, "Okay, fine. You come in. Come on." And they kind of step aside.
And I'll respond in Russian with a Southern American accent.
What do you say?
Thank you. Thank you very much for what you're doing.
They look.
Letting us.
They look extremely surprised, and then they look at each other, and then they say in Russian, "Yeah, no, welcome. Have a good time while you're here." And they look at each other. Like, "Ah, shit."
Spasibo. Spasibo, my friends.
Yes, placebo. It's Pasito.
Where did you learn Russian?
The streets of Night City.
Excellent. All right. Well,
In Little Russia, yeah.
Oh wait, no, you guys went to South Am one first.
We did,
Yeah,
so
man,
I
yeah.
probably
Yeah, we
didn't
did.
understand. Yeah,
Hold on.
not unless they were speaking French, Creole,
Yeah, that
Japanese,
would
or
be
Russian.
extremely confusing. 1 second.
I mean,
that would be extremely confusing.
as muscle.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
true.
rolling with it. I just thought, yeah, they had some Russian bodyguards.
Does anybody understand Spanish?
No, I chose Portuguese. I speak Portuguese, not Spanish.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
but
Argentina, isn't it?
well, Argentinian, Brazil, but it's kind of a mix. And my mom's
Yeah.
Portuguese too, and I've lived in Mexico myself. My wife is Puerto Rican and Dominican, and I can tell you that even if it's Portuguese, you can understand enough. You'll be able to figure out enough. But they do the same sort of thing, like, "Hey, we're closed. Nobody's allowed in." First they say it in Spanish, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And then they say it in Spanish, same exact sort of scenario, like, "Ah, shit, they're with them, or they got free passes, they're allowed in, let them in," and then they kind of pass for you to come in. Did you say something clever in Spanish back the same way Rush did in Russian? I'm just reenacting this just in Spanish, you know?
So what I said in like broken Portuguese Spanish is, I asked them if they've got any Dramamine.
Yeah, no, they reply back in Spanish like, no, and then they look at each other kind of confused.
I tried, Rush.
Thanks. I pop a breath mint.
Where's your boss?
Yeah, Diego, he's in the upper deck in the back. Everybody's partying back there.
Much
Ooh.
obliged.
Must be a dark party.
It's like hang drums. You can hear the sound of hang drums.
Yeah, I mean, as a matter of fact, when you do pass these guards and you get onto the ship, you're seeing like the front has a bunch of cargo containers, just like all of them. You see some of them are open, have active shops, like, you know, a random pawn shop, tech sort of thing, like, you know, your Ripper Dock, you know, typical things almost like the main city, but little mini versions of cities, just like you would expect in a district within Night City. But when you get in, you get past that, and when you get kind of towards the center, you see where it kind of goes down, and it's more like living quarters where these sort of ladders and stairs wind down, because the whole sort of middle section of this cargo ship is open. And then on either side, there's stacks of cargo containers. Looks like it may be more for storage. And then beyond that, you can see there's more of kind of an opening, and then random sort of tents. You can see tables set up, people kind of hanging out, partying. There's music
Dancing?
playing. You do see dancing. And it also looks like there's some type of like stage off to the back side. And there's like some people up there dancing and singing and playing some instruments. And it's kind of overwhelming. When you were in the main part of the city, it was like loud noises of normal city stuff. When you get over here, it almost has a party atmosphere, especially as you get towards the back. But there's a lot of people.
I want to head towards the back. I think she's just gonna go. She's just like drawn to the music. And she's got a steady buzz going, so you know how it is.
Sure, let's do this just for the sake of cleaning up order of conversation and all those good things. I'm going to drag everybody over for initiative. Like I said, it's not like everybody's diving into combat or things, but just to clean up the order of conversation and decisions people are, things everybody's doing. All right, click on your token, as always, and then click initiative.
Sorry,
Yes.
Ali's just gonna be doing samba for the rest of the mission.
Tango, actually.
Okay. Fantastic.
You thought
Where's my-
wrong.
Okay, we got.
I mean,
Rush.
Bud doesn't know the difference.
This is Argentina.
Ooh.
Wow.
And
Just-
Brazil. But I don't know any Brazilian dance, unfortunately.
Max initiative, first conversation.
That's how life works, right?
Yeah.
Hades.
I am not seeing my token on here. I don't know why.
You zoom out a little bit. We're in the top right of the picture.
Yeah.
There it is. See me. There we go. Thank you. Right. Now, boom.
All right, cool.
Well-
Bud.
Okay, so where's Diego? Is there a throne? Has he got like a VIP area?
Give me a perception. You're entering the back area. Let's get a little more detail.
I am bad at using my character sheet. Here we go. 21.
Awesome. Yeah, when you get back to this main clearing area, you can see that there's, some sort of food carts or makeshift grills, and people are kind of eating over here and drinking and partying. There's people over here dancing and enjoying the stage where people are performing. And then kind of towards the back center, you can see like tables and chairs, some couches lined up, and people just kind of socializing a more relaxed atmosphere, less partying style. And within that group, you can definitely tell there's like a section that almost looks VIP-esque. There's a couple guards, standing. It looks like it's kind of sectioned off within that sitting area. You can kind of assume that might be where someone of importance would be.
So I'm just gonna look at my compadres and incline my head towards the VIP area where Diego looks like he'll be, and start sauntering over that way.
Okay. Allie?
Similar thing. I kind of I want to ask Diego to dance, but first I got to pick him out of a crowd.
All right, yeah, you're heading over there. Hades? You going with them?
Going with the group.
Rush?
Same.
Nice. Hell yeah. Thanks for the follow, the real long shot. Really appreciate that. Yeah, you guys make your way over there, and you know, as you pass the stage, it's pretty loud. The music's getting louder. People are dancing. You kind of have to make your way through the crowd to get back there, get through people's seating. When you get to that sort of sectioned off area, you see those couple guards kind of like stand up, like at attention when they see you kind of making your way through. But then they notice your badges instantly and just kind of like turn, and they kind of say something to one of the guys sitting in this group. And you notice the guy sitting there. He's in all leathers. He has a bunch of piercings. He has a bunch of light tattoos kind of going down the side of his face and down his neck. He has slicked back hair, and it's fairly dark, but you can see he has a drink. He has some type of vape in his hand, and he's just sitting there. The guy leaned in and said something to him, and then went back at attention, and then he kind of looks and he says, "Haha, you part of the investigation team, huh?"
We are the investigation team.
I'm on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad.
Yeah.
Mind if we have a chat?
Of course. Yeah, that's what I figured. You'd be here, talk to good old Diego, see what's going on. I imagine looking for fuel rods and such, right?
That's right. Party here every night, huh?
Oh, of course. Yeah. What's everybody drinking?
What are you drinking?
Some type of beer. I don't know what this one is, but yeah, some type of beer right now.
Yeah.
A Sol or
Make it a
something?
double.
Yeah, sounds good. He kind of like waves, and you see people over towards the bar kind of making their way, a couple of girls, and they've got like kind of a tub with a bunch of random beers, and they actually look like they're different imports and such, not just a generic can of Smash or something that you would see in Night City, like a variety of random beers, some that you haven't even heard of, but it comes over, you know, and he's like, "Hey, sit down." He kind of like pushes some of the people out of chairs next to him, and they quickly just get up and make room. Everybody's just kind of listening to him instantly. But yeah, sit down, have a drink. So what's up? What kind of questions do you have for good old Diego?
Leading.
Don't everybody speak at once, though.
Yeah. I was like, did we sort this by like initiative order? Or?
Yeah, and I want
Yeah.
yeah, and if you could give me a everybody give me a persuasion roll.
That's fun.
Oh, I could throw some luck on this. 4 points of luck.
Persuasion I do actually have, because it's based on cool.
It's 23. Oh,
He's
two
got
23s.
14, so.
Only a 13 for me.
Yeah, it oh wait, I gotta go all the way up here. Oh, that's perception. Okay, so it starts with Alley Cat's persuasion 23, Rush 23. Yeah, it seems like Bud and Hades, there is you don't know what it is, but there's something about this guy Diego that you're attracted to, whether it's his personality, his looks, you know. And if Bud doesn't swing that way, absolutely fine. Maybe there's that sort of bromance thing, like you just think he's a cool guy. But as you know,
he seems cool.
yeah, he's a bit of a playboy, as Umbra explained. And this is a little contested persuasion, so this is a little, you know, GM asking you all to role play it a little bit, lean into it a little. Your characters are a little bit attracted to him in one way or another. He is a bit persuasive of a person, but Allie and Rush weren't as persuaded. Maybe it's because Rush is a little persuasive himself. So's Allie. So maybe you're kind of that caliber or something. I don't know, but that's
You
where it's
can't
at.
play a player.
There you go.
He's less of an iron fist than a velvet glove.
Exactly, kind of the opposite end of the spectrum of Boris, but just as powerful. Obviously, he leads the district, so he has some power here. He got there for a reason. He runs it. but he runs it a little different than maybe as Boris was, explained as like kind of a ruthless leader, and this guy's more of kind of that party board persuasive leader, if you will.
Yeah, he's magnetic.
Well put.
He's there, Vita. I can keep going.
Yeah, so you all enjoy some import beers. You get much of that over in Night City, or you just have to stick to the Kansas Smash? Huh?
I guess we. I don't know. I like to drink a lot of different things depending on who I'm with.
We actually got our hands on some real nice whiskey recently.
Ooh, nice. I haven't had a good top shelf liquor in a while. There's supposed to be a shipment coming in. Well, obviously that's all delayed. Umbra shut everything down. Whatever. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm going to get myself all depressed about it. But you into entertainment? You into shows and things like this? You like this music?
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. So, obviously, Umbra is a bit of a sore spot. How long have you been kind of head of this little district here?
Yeah, give me a conversation roll. I just want to do a general conversation to see.
Yeah.
Because
he's probably going to be a slippery fella.
Yeah.
He might have his own agendas. You never know. People like that tend to be kind of slick, like you said.
Yeah, it's only a 12.
Allie's familiar. Yeah, so what are you asking?
Just like how long he's been kind of the head or the face of imports and getting kind of unavailable stuff into the Citadel.
Well, I've been running the South End district now for over 10 years.
It's a legacy and a half.
Maybe you can't tell, but I look a lot younger than I actually am. But yeah, I've been running this place for about 10 years.
Surprising.
Yeah. Power does great things for fine lines. So what's the deal that you have with Umbra, you and the other districts? How does that kind of work? Obviously, she's a bit of a egotist, so you got to play to that, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a give and take, but isn't every relationship, But she's in charge. I respect that. That's fine. I play my part. I pay my taxes. I keep my district happy, and we keep trade flowing, and we make our money. We have our fun along the way, too.
I can see. Did she notice that, like, her other friends are like...
Yeah,
I feel like Ellie's probably ignoring Hades right now.
I'll say this, with that persuasive thing, it wouldn't be hard for Rush and Allie to notice a slight change in personality of Hades and Bud. It might not be drastic. It's not like, googly eyes and oh my god, like that sort of thing. Yeah. But you notice like they are, they're not being themselves a little. Bud seems like he's actually being kind of friendly and nice and a little more open, which he's usually not, like he's kind of digs this guy or something. And Hades seems to be staring at him a little bit and like kind of intrigued by him a bit. And both of you notice that, Rush and Allie.
Bud's never asked me about my skincare routine.
That wasn't in character.
And Hades.
And I have great skin. What the hell?
Your turn.
Bud is just relaxed.
Great skin, but Diego has.
It's funny when you know Bud is intrigued just because he's finally relaxed a little.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, do you want to go? So Hades initiative. Yeah,
I'm just lightly kind of working with that initiative, but I'm keeping it loose.
Yeah, so we can each try and kind of our own tactic.
Yeah. Everybody has their moment at the table,
Yeah.
I really like it a lot. Do you always have parties like this here all the time? I mean, it seems like for not having a lot of power, you're able to get a lot of oomph from your party.
Oh yeah, no, we throw down almost every night. I mean, you like partying too. I could see it in your eyes. He gets up and he's like, "You want to dance?"
Sure.
And she'll just like set the teddy down.
I think maybe business comes before pleasure, Hades. We have a bit more talking to do before we hit the dance floor.
Oh, come on, don't spoil the fun. Whatever. He kind of leans into you, Hades, and says, "I think your friend's a little little sour pot here. I think maybe let's hit the dance floor, have some fun, you know?
What about talk and dance at the same time?
I could do that. Yeah, give me your dancing skill check.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh God.
I never thought it would come to this.
Agent, I need you to feed me the steps.
I'm gonna go ahead and use
Left.
the rest of my
Right.
points on this.
Left, right, left.
So the rest of my
Staring at her
luck
feet and counting the whole time.
Doing the Macarena.
point- Oh my lord!
Ooh,
So I put
well
the
then.
Holy cow!
I put the rest of my luck points, and I got a critical success. Well, that's nice. That would be a 27.
Wow.
Yeah, you
What y'all didn't know is that Hades knows how to cut a rug.
yeah.
You were inspired.
Yeah, you're actually dancing amazing.
out there and
you're
She's like,
Yeah, you're pulling moves that are actually better than Diego right now. And he's a dancer, you know, he can dance and perform and do things like that. And he was tearing it up, but you started getting into it. Maybe it's because you're motivated, because you're really liking this guy or something. I don't know, something about him, the chemistry.
corner.
But man, you're dancing and it's working. He's actually like impressed. He even stops dancing for a moment. Is like, whoa! He's like, he kind of gathers everybody and people kind of back up and kind of give you like a little dance circle sort of moment. Rush, you see all this going down?
Yeah. Wow. She can do a real mean robot.
He can be a real mean robot. Sometimes.
So, what do you gather from this guy? I'm thinking play to his ego too.
I think that's all we've got, right? I mean, he's a party boy. He's fun. We're not really going to be able to pin him down with logic and hard facts. I mean, really, I think we should just try and out-party him.
I mean, this
Well.
guy's probably connected, right? He's a nice guy. He knows everybody. He doesn't stand to gain from if he's doing all the importing for people. He doesn't stand to gain from the whole place being shut down.
Whoa, you are giving this guy way too much faith. Everyone could stand to benefit from it all crumbling around, and if not, they could also stand to benefit from dicking over one of the other districts.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm just getting a good vibe off him. I don't know.
Yeah, those are the ones you have to be most careful of, bud. Jesus. Feel like I'm going crazy here.
Yeah, you've never really seen. I don't think anyone's seen Bud be like this. You know, like
No.
he's actually like nice and likes a guy. Like it's weird. He doesn't like. He
think
generally
Allie-
doesn't like
He's
people.
cool.
Yeah.
He's so
But I
chill,
think-
though. He's so
I think-
chill.
I think Allie's just like annoyed because like everyone seems to be drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And she's like, I hate being the voice of reason. Like, I don't want to be this person. I want to be out there cutting it up. But, like, somehow it has come to me to be, I don't know, rational or something. God, I'm going to drink my beer.
And I do want to actually have Hades ask him a couple things while they're
Yeah,
out.
yeah, go for it. You know, they're talking at the table. You're out tearing it up. It kind of gives you a moment. People circle around. You're getting a lot of attention. He comes back dancing with you again. You can chat a little bit. Sure.
So, this is great. How do you get anything done while having so many parties all the time?
Oh, well, I mean, I work all day, party all night, you know? It's a balancing act. I'm pretty good at it.
That's great. I imagine things have to have gotten a lot harder though ever since the power went down.
Yeah, it's been pretty fracked up. We've been running on emergency power, but I know Umbra's on it. Seems like she got a pretty capable team out here working on it. Maybe you'll solve the case soon and we'll get power back.
Probably gonna try. I mean, he does seem like kind of a harsh taskmaster, to be honest. Very, very capable, and I love strong women. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I'd want her to be my boss all of the time. She's kind of scary.
She's a little scary, but Diego knows how to handle the ladies. She's okay. She's okay. And he is a bit perceptive. And I did a roll to check this, and he kind of like looks over your shoulder, Hades, and like, is your friend okay? She's kind of giving me the death look over there.
Well, earlier, we got into a little bit of a tiff, if you know what I'm saying. We're pretty close, but on occasion we don't totally see eye to eye, and well, we got into a little bit of a spat earlier. But she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Don't worry about her.
She doesn't like to party and
Oh, she
have a good
loves to
time?
party.
Oh,
She loves to have a good time, but you know how it is when you get. I mean, it's a balancing act, and well, we've really not made a lot of headway on this case, and I think it's getting to her, and it's really starting to frustrate her. But she is a partier. I mean, she
Oh.
can get down with the best of them.
okay. All right. Well, hold on. Maybe I can. You haven't got too far with your case. I'd be willing to chat with you a little bit about it, but it's always pleasure before business with me. So let's see what's up with your friend for a moment here. And he kind of like steps aside from Hades, just kind of brushing her off for a moment, and just walks over to Allie. He says, "So your friend says you're into party, and I see you're kind of looking at me sideways. I'm wondering what that's about."
Yeah, I was wondering if you're an Argentinian guy. I was just wondering, like, if you're that good of a tango dancer.
Well, obviously not as good as your friend here. She can tear it up. But dancing's kind of done for me tonight, but I'm interested in some performance stuff here. She says you like to party. Do you dance? Do you do any performing? You do any acting? Anything that you can do?
I don't just dance, I obliterate. And I think she's just like, I think she's just gonna like take the stage and like do an impromptu, like very erotic, but still PG dance.
And this is where we're going to stop our session. So we'll start up next Thursday with Allie taking the stage. Obviously Diego's kind of working the team a little bit. You can tell, he's pleasure before business, like he said. Dancing a little. He was impressed by Hades. Now he seems to be flexing a little on Allie, trying to maybe see if she can impress him with a performance. Then maybe he'll talk a little business, is how he's explaining it. But we'll see how that goes next Thursday. We'll start right where we stopped this session. That being said, I had a really good time. I'm really enjoying the whole Citadel environment. Like I'm really digging the whole districts and just this whole campaign. I'm excited to see where it goes, and I just like that it's kind of set up open world within this world. And I think Bud said it in one of the after last session that it just seems kind of like a true investigation. Like it just seems very open. You have a lot of real world parts in this city. There's a lot of synergy, and there's a lot to uncover. You've found some evidence, you've had some conversations, some hints of things, and but you're still unpacking and figuring things out. And I'm really enjoying it. I like the way that it's going. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks so much for having the session. And thanks everybody for tuning in chat. We're not going to go around the table. We're just going to get right into the outro video so we can get back here next week. Everybody put your attention to the chat and check out all the links that Dan from Syrinscape is putting there. We would really appreciate your support. Check out all of our sites, pages, all that stuff. Give us a follow, a subscribe, and most importantly, show some love to Syrinscape. Follow and subscribe to Syrinscape. Share their website, their pages around on Facebook, Twitter, retweet. Just help spread the word about Syrinscape. We would really appreciate that. And we'll see everybody next week. Bye.
Harker-Smith.